Bashers Friday night, Friday night, Friday night. Hey, Friday night, everybody. It is Dirk. It is Bashers. I'm sure a lot of you are over there because he's celebrating his 400,000th subscriber. That's a pretty incredible achievement for the big guy. Congratulations. He'll be over here in a bit, but I'll keep him on the screen. You can see I stayed for the joke. You got a light? It's pretty funny. I enjoyed that immensely. I was wondering what the hell could go wrong. This guy's just banging all those girls, guy's drinking all the booze, and then pothead. What's going to happen to him? Nothing, apparently. It was pretty funny. He's got his bass. Okay. Let's see. Was he going to play? Oh, let me turn the volume up. Hold on. Let's see what he's doing.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Am I going to get in trouble for showing his live stream?
What we heard was some guy lamenting because
it might be funny.
The other guy,
I got in trouble for that.
Managed to.
Was he going to play slide guitar with the? They
do have to procreate.
Oh, he's putting talcum powder on his hands because he's Mark King.
Sometimes I see the pigeons at it here in the window. It's basically rape.
Oh, Jesus.
I think we're the only species that do any sort of courtship. It's basically rape.
No, I think penguins
most of
court.
the animal kingdoms.
What animals court? What animals court?
Mind you, I saw one pair of pigeons at it.
Birds.
And then after it, they stood together.
Penguins, I was right. Elk and deer, whales, dude, peacocks. Peacock spiders,
like
fireflies.
Shit, I better bring you to dinner now.
For fishing,
I feel bad. Now that I got my rocks off.
Look at that.
Gonna
play bass?
Bad and guilty. Sorry, I humiliated you there. Can I clean up your feathers?
I get in trouble for that?
She's just sitting there.
Let's see, who's in there. Melly C is in there, number one. Oh my God, Melly C is number one.
The animal.
Sorry about yesterday, guys. I was just knackered.
Oh yes,
I'm fine. Everything's fine. Just knackered.
You look like Wayne Arnold from the Wonder Years. Greetings.
You look like Wayne Arnold.
Wayne Arnold.
Which one was Wayne?
I don't know who that is. Greetings. Greetings from Sverige.
Dad?
Thank you, Alex Herta. Tack, Alex Herta.
The father on the Wonder Years. Right? I don't remember.
Melly
C, congratulations. Rufus is in at number 2. Pound of Power.
42 song.
Coming back for you. Pound of Power.
Dirk started. Yeah, that's fine. Let him get into his thing. Settle in. Say hello to sing all his little songs to his.
I'm going to sing all my little songs.
Hardcore fans.
Sing a song. Make it simple. To last the whole night long.
What am I doing?
I was going to play some bass. Huh?
Listen to that tone in that thing.
That sounds good. That bass. Come on. Begin the day with a friendly voice. Companion unobtrusive. Plays that song that's so elusive. Demanding music makes your morning mood. Dude, that's what it sounds like. Sounds like Spirit
thank
Radio.
You guys for the support and for subscribing to the channel.
Congrats.
It's been quite a ride. These are the leaks.
Tonight, we will be drinking Spritz Select. I realized I didn't go out and get ice, so I put ice in there at the last minute. Gonna play along with something. I'm turning that music off. I don't want to get in trouble. Oh, look at that. Quick change with the Oh no, we're not in trouble. I'm gonna turn that music off because that's level 42. I'm not doing that, not getting in trouble for that. Steve Zalinsky is here. Hey, Steve Zalinsky, happy Friday, guys. Have a great show and congrats to Oisín from the Heat Box that is the UK. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of my favorite YouTube channels from over there in Europe, and you guys are getting hit hard. We're getting hit hard over there. Bring it on. Shut the fuck up, Paul. For those of you who want to know, that was the phone call I had with Raphael in the middle of the evening where he was very, very fucking funny. And Paul was sitting on the couch and he started talking and he just goes, "Shut up, Paul." That will go down in history as the line, "Shut the fuck up, Paul." Nick Rugger's here. Evening well done, Melly. Amazing, Melly. See, big time confetti and all that and big hearts. Hearts. Can we do the hearts? Melly C in there at number 1. Incredible. How great is that? Out of office setup ready for a week's holiday with Jackie and Tilly out on the Norfolk Broads next week and a little thatched cottage on the river. That sounds like paradiso. Dirk, you are coming up on 700 shows. Start planning a party. 700 shows. Wow. 700 shows. Wow. I'm not big on statistics because, listen, I've been at 2,000 subscribers for years now. I mean, it's just, we've got our little gang and that's fine with me. But it is crazy, though, to me that it just really the needle's not really moved. Either way, +9, -2, it's all stayed around various the same kind of way it's been for quite a long time. And it just doesn't really move. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I guess the elephant in the room is Lord of the Rings. I watched half of it because it's 3 hours and 49 minutes. I'm not going to say a word about it, except one thing. The opening scene is atrocious. That's all I'm going to say. This has no bearing on what I thought of the movie so far. I haven't watched the whole thing. I'm going to post it on Monday. So Monday will be my official review from my spectrum of analysis. I don't want to lead you down any kind of path that thinks I liked it or disliked it or was ambivalent towards it or any of that. I got through half of it because I started it late and because I was knackered. And it's a really, really, really long movie. It's really, really long. I will say this. I'll say one other thing. The performances are spectacular. And it doesn't look like video. Melly C, congratulations. I do want to know how they made everybody look so small. How did they make all the hobbits look so tiny? But that'll come up in the review. Andrew says, congratulations to Melly C. Mark Bronson. Happy Friday to all the eye bashers. Happy Friday to you, Martin Bronson. And Fergal's here. Hey, Dirk and the Bashers. Great to have you there. And Dave Fitzsimons. We will be giving away some mugs. I think I'll do 3 tonight and 3 next week. I think that's nice, right? Let's break it up. Let's not just blow the whole load in one night. These are the Dirkstein and Ushberg. I have been in contact with Easy, and I told him that one of these belongs to him because he invented it. So I think that's only fair. Don't panic. We defended a lot worse. And on the flip side, need a miracle? We'll settle for a technicality. 1-800-IBashers, Dirkstein and Ushberg, which I absolutely love this cup. And I've been using it every day for me coffee. So, yeah. Dave Fitzsimons, legend. Please upvote. Oh, hey, grazie mille, Franco Fiore. Thank you so much. Please upvote if you can. Helps with the show. Or subscribe. Please like and subscribe. What happened to my little YouTube subscribe button that should be on the screen? I did fix it so it had that. Where did it go? I had it. So you could just click on it. Anyway, you could just click on the bottom. It works the same way. Ray says, Melly C, what can I say? Possibly our first lady ever. Check it, Dirk. How can we not? Of course, we got Mama Basher. And then, of course, the beautiful ladies of the Bash, of which we are so blessed and lucky to have so many. It's not the internet, the YouTube world in our particular milieu is not flush with lady kind, unfortunately, but they bring us measure, compassion, and all the great things. So here's a big heart to all the ladies of the Bash. You know how much we love you. Thank you so much. We appreciate our ladies here on the Bash. Dave, Fahrenheit 451 upvoted. Thanks so much, Dave. Thank you so much. Great to have you here. Kevin Landon, the Irish one, is here at number 15. Let the fun begin. Doing my little songs. Sing a song. We should make up lyrics for Osh when he shows up. Let me see. Make it simple to last the whole night long. To wish him well on his 400,000 subscribers. And meanwhile, he's on 402,000. So not only did he hit the 400,000 mark, but he also got 2,000, which is all I've got, period. Whatever. I don't have penis envy, so I'm not worried about that. Time Flies is here. Hey, Time Flies. Good evening. Good evening to you. Nice Rolex. Big 16. Please upvote. Thanks, Time Flies. I'm here. We know now I'm here. Now I'm there. Congratulations, Oisín. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. The beautiful Louise is here. Good evening, Dirk and Oisín and all the bashers. Well, he's still, listen, let him revel. He's playing bass. Is he still playing bass? Let's see what he's doing over there. I don't have it on live. Hold on. He's playing that stuff, which I don't want to get in trouble. Troublies. Panel Power, the older brother. The older brother. Kevin Landon, 75, 78. Kevin Landon, the Irish one. Congratulations to LEC. Handsome Joe. Handsome Joe. How are you, Handsome Joe? David Simon says, come on, Basherdirk, let's get Dirk to 10,000 subscribers. That would be nice. Tell your friends, family, colleagues, and complete strangers and spread the word. If you want to be a part of a really great community, that would be a great thing. Thank you, Dave Fitzsimons. Thanks for saying that. But Dirk, which version are you watching, the regular or extended cut? I am watching the one that's on HBO, and it is the 3 hour and 49-minute one. Hitesh, that's which one I'm watching. So I hope it's that one. It's 3 hours and 40. There it is. Here he is. Sing a song. Make it simple. Do you have your volume up?
No, there. How's that?
Yeah, okay. I had echo. I still have it.
Oh, you still have echo? Let me see. That might be me.
Oh, baby.
How's that?
Hey, that's good. Every time I hear that delay, I always want to just do Robert Plant.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then just sing it just a little bit flat. It's always like, oh, baby. I didn't realize how many
baby.
How many Lord of the Rings references are in Led Zeppelin music. I discovered that because I was watching it.
Oh, you're watching. Why were you watching?
And in the darkest depths of Mordor, I met a girl so fair. I was like, oh.
Well, Rush did a little bit of that too, right?
Well, Rivendell, sure. Yeah. Sure. And I read those books, but 800 years ago. You know. How does it feel to be 400,000 strong? Wow.
I don't know. Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I'm getting a lot of views on the shorts and older videos all of a sudden, which is nice.
I mean, it kind of just happened.
They're doing better these days than they used to. I used to put out shorts and they get like 300 views. I'm like, what the fuck? What's the point? I was paying a guy to make my shorts.
I remember
and it was a waste of money. And now I'm putting them out myself, but they're gaining traction.
The shorts are interesting because, obviously, I don't have anywhere near that. But whenever I put a short out, it gets 1,200 views, and I'll say I farted. It doesn't matter.
People are doom scrolling, and you're just coming up in their doom scrolls. That's what it is.
Well, I hope I come up in somebody's doom scroll. That would be nice because I'm a doom scroller. No,
I think you came up in one of my doom scrollers.
Really?
My doom scrolls, yeah. I don't know what it was. I think you were in Brooklyn or something. You were or you were in Williamsburg. You had a hat on. Must have been a few months ago.
Oh, I was going to get my new iPhone.
Yeah, you said you were on your way to the Apple store. That's it.
Wish I didn't do that. I hate this fucking phone. It sucks.
You know, one thing I hate about it as well, these new cameras. So you're on one camera and you want to zoom in using the next camera, and it flicks to a new. It goes.
It does. Then the other
It,
one didn't
it
do that.
hiccups. It never happened to
You
me
could see
before.
it transition.
It always just went. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
now it goes.
Oh, same thing. I don't
Are
know.
you having wine tonight?
I'm going to be drinking Spritz Select tonight.
Oh wow!
I got me a
I
Prosecco.
bought a bottle of Barolo, Borgogna Barolo,
Oh,
to celebrate tonight's
sure.
thing. I also bought some Don Julio 70. I rarely have good tequila in the house.
I guess you're in that room the devil provided. I stayed for the joke. He got a light. Oh. Poor fella. He was in there the whole time. He had nothing to smoke. But that now he was in hell. Literally, he was the only one that was in hell, really, but he survived. It's a very interesting joke. I had no idea where that joke was going to go, and I was like, "Oh, that's clever."
What am I doing? Am I going to get? Yeah. So I stuck it in the fridge to cool it a little. Yeah, that's something nice. I like doing these days. Is taking a bottle of red and just popping it in the fridge for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, give it a little boom. Yeah. Well, it's been in there longer than 45 minutes now, so I'm going to go grab it. And I'm going to hydrate a little.
Yeah.
And finally have a drink, because I didn't really want to drink because I was slapping the bass and it was.
We watched. I turned I was showing the show, and then I turned it off. I was like, I'm gonna get copyright strike. Because you were playing like a Mark King track, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're gonna get in trouble. From the UK.
It'll demonetize.
Yeah.
Earlier I played Talk. It's My Life. Doom, doo, 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 doo,
yeah.
It was fun. Such a fun track. I've never played it before. Like I just learned it today, and I was like, "This is fun. I like this."
Cool. Go get your stuff. I'm gonna wait, but I'm just waiting for my ice because I did all my errands today, and went to the hairdresser's with Rose, and then I got all my stuff, and then I was like, "Oh fuck!" When I got my new fridge, I threw out all my old ice trays. So I only have the one Carolyn got me. She got me an old-fashioned one that you pull up the bar, and it's metal. And I was like, I didn't fill it, so I'm waiting on ice. So you get yours, and then at some point when I'm ready, I will get ice too. So go do your thing. Okay. Hydrate. Very important. Congratulations, Oisín, says Martin Bronson. Congratulations to him. Speaking of ladies of the bash, have you heard from Sharon? Not in a while, Sharon Alexa. I could reach out to her via email. I know you have a big crush on her. We all do, Joe. But yeah. Oh, Wayne is Kevin's older brother. I used to know. Well, obviously, Kevin is what's his face, and he's big into watches. He got canceled a couple of years ago because some people were saying that he's being fresh on the set as a director. What is his name? Can't remember anybody's names. Are the first things to go. Just so you all know, as you start climbing the ladder of years, that names are the first things to go. You might get them eventually. Your synapse will just fire, and then you'll get it. I used to know the name of the dad on the show and the mom on the show. Don't know the name of the original Wayne, but I mean, what's the guy's name from Kevin's name? He's a famous guy. Hey, Andre Levchin. Hey, Andre. Great to have you live on the show at the Salute. Looking great. Sydney Watch fan. Hey, Sydney Watch fan. Hey, great to have you. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, because you're on the other side of the world. Yeah. Oisín has just been absolutely nailing the bases. Southwest Watch UK. Well, he's a great bass player, man. He's a terrific bass player. Not only finger style, but rock, pick style, and slap and all that pop stuff. Yeah. He went to music school. He's a real deal. He's a real player. Great player. Might be the regular version. Oh, Jesus. I do have to look that up. Lord of the Rings versions. Let's see. Lord of the Rings exists in two primary mediums. Lord of the Rings versions film. Oh, Jesus. Lord of the Rings is and two primary versions: the theatrical edition's original cinema release and the extended edition's home and media release. The theatrical edition Oh, jeez. Can they just tell me Fellowship of the Ring? Oh, I am watching the extended edition because it's 228 minutes. Yes, that's the one I'm watching. I'm watching the extended version. Is that something I shouldn't be watching? That's what I could get because it's on HBO. Hey, Photo Dave Jax. How are you? Hello, IEO. Hey, how are you? Great. Look at the lighting on that picture. I always say that when I see that, right? Hey, Andy Dufresne, how are you? 1948 evening from Athens. Great to have you. Say hello to our good friend over there, please, if you can. Vasily. As the cursed Collins family awaits another night of terror, all eyes are on the mausoleum, where in its secret room, Barnabas feels the urge for fresh blood at the blue whale. You're talking about Dark Shadows, my sister's obsession when we were kids. She loved that show. In the long run, shorts are good. Yeah, Becky Brown, she got me doing the shorts thing for a while, and I was doing intentional shorts, and they did get good views. My subscriber base doesn't go anywhere. But I did get a lot of views on that. And then I just started posting like kind of just not planned ones. And they did just as well. Ray, 10 euros, the first super chat of the night. First super chat of the night. All right. For the O'Malley level 42 tribute night. Cheers, big fella. Even though it was only turned up to 21, Free Palestine and Lenny. Lenny hasn't made an appearance in quite a long time. Let's give you, let's give you Carl because he's been in the cuck chair. Andrew says most people have about 30 seconds of attention. Shots now work to bring the views in shorts. Yes, I guess I gotta be better. I'm just so shitty at that. Listen, I have like a whole future thing of content ideas because things are going to be different at some point in the not too distant future. So, hey, I can only just say, come with me. That's all I can do. Because I'm not one of those guys. Like and subscribe. I'm not one of those guys. I was terrible with my band too. I'm terrible with Facebook promoting the show. I'm just so shit at it. Yamados. Hey, Dirk. After watching Oisín's superb bass playing, how about a bit of a jam session? You can't do that over the internet as much. That's why when we do the
I already answered that, but he clearly
yeah. I mean, would that not be fucking great? I'd have a whole fucking band on the show. It would be amazing. But there's
no way to sync it up. But also, then the suggestion of you and I doing something like you and Emmett, it wouldn't work. I mean, bass, and I would have to play piano or something instead.
Sure.
But I mean, play bass along with you guys while you're doing your thing, sure, but it will be all out of time.
Go play a little bit of the first verse of Spirit of the Radio. I was singing along to you before. I was like, let's do Spirit of the Radio because somebody said that while we were watching your show. I was like, begin the day with the friendly voice. It just won't. The internet won't allow it. There's a delay and there's nothing.
Because I have to go.
We've researched it, believe me.
And then it'll be like, it'll be out.
It'll be out. Yeah.
But the audience don't understand these.
Let me tell you something funny. That is, most people don't realize that your computer has to compensate for that. There's actually a delay between the microphone and the computer when you're recording. And computer has to analyze it. And sometimes you actually have to goof around with it. There's problems with a microphone in your own room. So imagine what it's like with all the other, as this guy always says, variables.
I mean, it doesn't, you don't feel it in the chat. Like you're saying hello to me and I'm saying hello back to you. And
what?
And for the audience, it sounds like there is no latency. But
sure.
The latency is there, but it's not noticeable in a conversation because a millisecond or two here or there doesn't make any difference in a conversation.
No.
Whereas
music.
Music requires much more accurate time timing, and it requires synchronization. So latency is the enemy of that. So it's just not gonna work. Okay,
it just sounds like either like, well, Dirk sings really out of time, or man, can that boy swing?
Something along those lines. I left this in the fridge a little long, but I don't care.
I just had that conversation at the wine store today when I bought my Prosecco. He goes, "What are you getting today?" I said, "I'm gonna spritz." I said, "But man, I was really thinking about having a nice chilled red today, but I didn't." Yeah. And then we talked about, and then he showed me all the. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's.
Oh, and I'm wearing the 300 Tudor. This is Frollo's. It's brand new and
that's mint. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's like my chrono, but it's got a gold dial.
Yeah, I like that gold. That's a beautiful gold,
isn't it? Yeah.
Wow.
So it's for sale. So someone might want it.
Tudor for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. Do you remember that song? King of the Road. Did you have that in Ireland?
Yeah. King of the Road.
I ain't got no cigarettes. I got. Oh, that looks like divine.
You normally have red wine, and I feel like I'm the guy,
And I don't have any red wine in the house at all. None.
You know what? I did not leave that in the fridge too long. That's perfect.
Ooh, nice.
That came down to the right temperature.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe because we're just getting old, and I like my wine chilled a little bit.
No, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah, I know.
It's like you're serving it like you went down to your cellar under your house,
right?
You took the bottles out of the cellar for dinner,
right? And that's true, because when you think about what room temperatures, it meant like castle, dungeon, cellar back in the day. That's what it was. It's not like these heated homes.
A lot of people would when they have a real cellar, they have a table, a tasting table. They go down to the cellar, and they might bring some cheese and stuff with them, and sit kind of in the cold.
I want one.
And taste the wines in their proper environment. 54 degrees.
Oh, that's good. You just took its temperature?
No, I just said 54 degrees.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Martin wants to know, what's the best tequila? I'm going to buy a bottle for the first time. I am a wine drinker with the odd beer at the pub. I'm with you. But I don't drink tequila. I just sold it. So talk to him.
Really good tequila is like Ocho or Fortaleza. I have a bottle of Fortaleza here. I could show you, or you could just pull it up. I think Fortaleza is great.
Yeah, your brother.
There are three principal types of tequila: Blanco, the white one, Reposado, and Añejo, older.
Reposado.
They're all aged, but one is two are aged more than the other.
And they're super añejo now, which is marketing bollocks.
Well, I have that. I have the extra añejo, and I love it. The 70 from Don Julio. Yeah. That's what I was having earlier. So it's very good. I like it. Then there's Ocho. Then there's tons of them. The ones to avoid, I think, are Sauza. Because Sauza is like they bought Fortaleza, and they bought most of the land, and they left Fortaleza to kind of continue their original thing, and they kind of made a more industrial operation out of it. For me, Sauza has a little bit of fucking gasoline going on.
Well, certainly if you go, because I sold that shit for 30 years, and when I started in that business, there was Sauza Hornitos. There was Jose Cuervo Gold.
Hornitos is a good brand.
Okay. Well, Hornitos is Sauza. It's their better one. The regular Sauza is like getting a bottle of Cuervo Gold, which is, by the way, folks and fellas, it is not tequila. It is made with tequila. It's a neutral grain spirit. If you look on the label, it says
people normally their first experience with tequila in the States, at least, is Jose Cuervo Gold.
Yeah.
Now, there is the Blanco one, which is 100% agave.
It's better, much better.
And it's better. And it's one I drink regularly because it's cheap and it's in the stores here, and I can't get good stuff here. It's hard. Now I can. Now I've found where I can find some decent stuff. But, listen, go on YouTube and look up recommended tequila.
There's too many now, though. That's the problem.
The thing you should know, though, about tequila, audience, is that some tequilas are not tequila. They claim to be the tequila, but they're not. You need 100% agave, and you need all sorts of stuff, and it has to be made in a certain area. So it's actually, you're actually kind of being duped in many cases and not actually getting the real product. That's the thing to know. So if you go into your wine store and there's a guy who knows what he's talking about behind the counter, you can say, listen, can I get a real agave tequila, one of your top shelf things, $80, $100, whatever. I don't want to buy the garbage, and I don't want a fucking headache in the morning,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we rarely, if ever, poured Jose Cuervo. I mean, about 3 years into my tenure at El Rio Grande, we started getting these new ultra premium tequilas. And of course, the first one was Patron. That was the first one that made the big headlines, came in the beautiful box. And it was the growing
American company, right?
It's what?
It's an American company, I think.
It is the guy who, John Paul DeJoya, the guy who created Paul Mitchell Hair Care, got into the tequila business. He diversified his hair care empire, and he was a tequila aficionado when he bought a small agave farm down in Jalisco and created Patron. Now, there was already a great brand that didn't have great market experience in outside of Mexico, and that was Don Julio. Now, Don Julio's been making great quality. It's family run, or was until the end of my tenure, and they had stuff like like they had the Blanco, the Reposado, and then Yejos, and then they had a couple of big ones, stuff like 1942 and all that stuff. That didn't come until much later, because the premium market got so driven by celebrity, George Clooney and all these guys making tequila companies and just forcing tequila on everybody, and it just got really ugly. But I will say one thing about Cuervo. People don't realize that they make one of the best tequilas in the world, and it's called La Familia. And it's very, very expensive. And it's been around forever. Before, it's the Super Añejo of all Super Añejos from back in the day. Comes in a very short little stout bottle, and it's got a wax seal, and it's very expensive. And it's probably, listen, I don't drink the stuff, so don't listen to me, but I just know about price.
I've had it. It's really, really good.
It's very thick and syrupy, and it's like a fine cognac or great whiskey.
And I've had some of the rare. I've had 1942. People go mad about it because of the big strange bottle.
Yeah,
it's okay. The best one I had was with Emmett in the place in Casa Enrique under his house in Long Island City. It was called Real, I think it was called.
Oh yeah,
and it was $52 a shot.
That's Don Julio makes that.
That was Don Julio.
Yeah,
Real.
Yep.
And it was really, really good. One of the tequilas people go mad for is that big stupid bottle with the bell on the top. What's it called?
Yeah, it's Casa
Amigos.
Oh my God! Jesus Christ! Everybody, all the girls wanted the bottle. It's in like a Delft bottle. They all wanted that.
It's like a nice looking bottle for the shelf, and there's different ones. And you ring a bell on the top. You can bang the bell. Casa Azul.
Class Azul. That's it. Class
Azul.
Yeah. Class.
I don't think it's particularly good tequila, but
I mean,
there's tequila fans or mezcal fans. You know what I mean?
Ooh. That shit scares me. It smells like a ashtray. Yum. Ray, you're full of money tonight. You're $1,000. This is the second super chat.
$1,000 right now.
I've only got 2 super chats so far, and they're all from Ray. €20 super sticker. Let's go back to Carl. He's in the cuck chair all night. Joe wants to know what the story with the agave and the worms. Well, it's just the thing that they did way back when.
I thought the worm
only It's mezcal only. It's not in tequila.
Yeah.
It is. What was that brand? The famous, the shittiest one that they make, Monte Alban. Yeah, back in the day, we had one bottle of mezcal in the house, and that was it. And I used to do inventory in that place. We only
I'm
ever
still
had that.
figuring out the mezcal. For my 50th, Emmett brought me like a top level bottle of mezcal. It was like,
He loves it.
It was made of rock. Like the bottle was like stone. It wasn't glass.
Yeah.
And it was like, and we sat in the back garden drinking it and smoking stogies.
Yeah.
And I'll drink anything, put anything in front of me, I'll go through it. Doesn't really matter. But it's taken me time to figure out. I haven't developed my palate like he has with mezcal. I'm getting there.
He's been drinking mezcal for so long now, and his palate is, first of all, your brother has an exquisite palate and food, all that stuff. But he's been curating his affection for mezcal he's put the time in, and he's tried them all and traveled all over the world on fancy planes.
Had all the real shit in the real places.
Yeah.
So my video is It's My Life has been blocked from Talk. I really enjoy it. I'm going to really properly learn that song properly, because wasn't 100% or even 95%. But
your video got blocked
in 2 territories. I'll tell you right now.
Fuck, really?
Well, fuck what? Like, this is normal. I
know, but blocked though.
There's a difference between copyright strike and demonetized and blocked, or blocked in all territories, or blocked not in only some territories. So just relax for a minute. I know you shell shock from your experiences, but
no, I know it does. I'm just wondering.
Partially blocked. Here we go. So I'm going to have a look. I'm just pulling this up because I know you're going to have a laugh out of this shit.
Go ahead.
As a result of that. So where do I find this info?
Bozal Mezcal, Father Time. I'm going to give hey, Pierre Technique. Happy Friday, guys. 20 balloons. Thank you in U.S. currency. Hey, Pierre Technique. How are you? Great to have you. Thanks so much. Happy Friday, guys. Let's give you... I had to give you the bigger gong. It's $20.
Strangely, the 1142 hasn't created any. I mean, demonetizing, but no blocking.
Yeah.
It's My Life has, because it's such a famous song.
Talk need the money.
Cannot be seen in some territories, Belarus and Russia.
Oh well.
And normally these days it's been Belarus, Russia, and isn't real.
Oh.
Because so many artists. Well, yeah, when I did the Polina thing, we used Bjork, and she doesn't want her music fucking sold over there. So it was blocked in Russia, Belarus, and isn't real.
Oh. Hey, the Theo Karma. Bonsoir, monsieur. Bonsoir. Thanks. Are you coming to New York for the parade this weekend?
No, I'm going to have stogies with Mamdani.
Right, that's what he's going to be doing.
You
wouldn't believe the controversy, though. It's so funny because like I'm downstairs at Rose's. I've got New York one.
Oh, really? Squeaky wheels are being squeaky again? I'm shocked.
He loves that because that's what my father used to say all the time. Squeaky wheels get the most oil.
That's the first thing I ever heard from you guys in New York about that bunch, and I was like, "Oh God!" And ever since then, it's been ringing in my ear. Squeaky wheels get the most oil. It's the truest.
It's such news. There was a debate on New York One, which is the local New York news 24-hour news channel, and there were people like, because Tish is our police commissioner, and she was with the previous administration, and Mamdani asked her to stay, and she's Jewish. That means nothing. Jewish people have nothing to do with the Israel thing for the most part. So let's get that out of the way. She's like, that's what he wants to do. He's been very upfront about it. He, said he's not going to do it.
She'll be there with pride,
right.
And he's not going.
He's not going because, it's not real. He doesn't want to go. And you know what? Hey, if you like what people say and then they do it, like Donald Trump, then like what this guy says, because he did it, right? He speaks his mind, and it's great. Why not? Why not?
He'd be attacked if he went anyway. They fucking despise him.
Oh yeah, I know.
They hate. There's two types of people who hate him. First of all, there's the guy, fucking communist socialist. He's gonna drive all the money out of New York. And then there's the, all the Staten Island guy. And then there's the Zios. Then there's the Zios. Like, he supports Hamas. Hummus. He eats hummus.
Jojo with $20. Have a great show. Where are you going to work? What are you going to save lives? How dare you?
Like, that's going to stop him from listening. It never did. He goes to work and then he writes us in the middle of the chat and super chats while he's working on people and saving people's lives because he's bored.
Because he's sewed up 1 million gunshot wounds. That's why. That's our handsome Joe. Handsome Joe. Handsome Joe. Thank you, Jojo. Thank you so much. You have to explain to people who don't know about New York, because New York is a blue state. It's a Democratic state for the most part. We do have a bunch of hillbillies uptown, though. If you go upstate New York, it becomes south of the Mason-Dixon line, and it becomes, wahoo! Got all kinds of critters going on up there. But Staten Island, which should technically be New Jersey, because if you look at it on the map, it just kind of cracked and broke off.
Well, it has a bridge connecting to New Jersey directly.
What's
the name of that bridge again?
The Goethals Bridge. The Verrazano goes from Brooklyn. That goes from Brooklyn to Staten Island, which was the longest suspension bridge before Asia had all the money. And then there's a tiny little bridge called the Goethals Bridge that connects Staten Island to New Jersey. But if you look at it on the map, you can just see New Jersey just cracked and that part fell off. But explain to them how, because it's unbelievable how Staten Island lives in its own little microcosm.
It's the Texas of New York. I have loads of friends from Staten Island who get a laugh out of that term, that phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like New York is very progressive, mostly that. Apart from Wall Street. Wall Street, they're all right. They love Trump as well because they're like, they're waiting to, short a stock every morning. Yeah. What's he going to say? In his first term, I was down there with John, who does shorting every day and speculation, all that. And he was like, don't you see what he's doing? He's just talking to us. It looks like he's talking to the public, but he's not. He's talking to us. And I watched it every day happen. I was like, oh my God, it's true. He's just talking to the stock market in code. He's like, I was going to send a package there with UPS, but they let me down and it didn't work very well. So I rather FedEx. And boom, they're all like, fucking short UPS immediately. And so they love him, but the rest of New York are mostly progressive. The Zios are kind of in a tough spot because on one hand, they're kind of progressive lefties, but then on the other hand,
they're sold out.
If you say anything about don't you like it? So they kind of like he moved the embassy to Jerusalem. And Kushner is a mega Zio of the highest order.
Slickery of the highest order.
Yeah, and all of that. Pompeo, the biggest Zio on earth. They even named a wine. They make a wine in the West Bank on occupied land. They make it and they call it Pompeo wine. It's like you couldn't get a worse bunch. But Staten Island is so weird because you just cross the Verrazano and next thing it's like big houses and gardens with fucking American flags everywhere because like New Yorkers don't go for that shit, right?
No.
I don't do the whole American flags sticking out of my asshole.
You see rebel flags. You see the flags from
Confederate flags.
Confederate flags you see there. Don't tread on me.
That's Trump the big everywhere one. And pickup trucks. And it's like you stepped into fucking Texas. It's like you're in Dallas all of a sudden. It's crazy.
Devil went down to Staten Island. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bond. He was way behind. He was willing to make a deal.
Meanwhile, they're all anti-Semites down there. All the fucking Staten Island fuckers. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
There's no
that girl I dated for a while. She was her whole family were like.
Yeah. They don't like blacks, gays. What is that disco song? No blacks, no Jews, no gays. What is the name of that disco song?
Yeah, I remember my neighbor downstairs in Brooklyn, and I was robbed. My house was robbed, and she was like, "It's Cliff," and I was like, "It's not Cliff. I have cigars with him every day. We sit on the stoop and we talk shit, and it's great. And he's my friend." And she goes, "He's not your friend. You're white. He'll rob you." I'm like, "Oh God, I'm innocent, am I? I'm the stupid one." She goes, "Yeah, you don't understand. He's going to rob you and still be your friend." I was like, "Oh my God, your racism is like finely sharpened to a fine tool. It's like, oh Jesus, I want to get out of here."
It's fun to lean into those people when they get your ear and they think, like I was on a bus one time and this guy was telling me, this whole neighborhood turned into a bag of bleep. And then he was on his way to a rub and tug and he thought for some reason, because I was the only other like white-ish guy on the, like I looked like him, Irish American or whatever. He's like, you know what? I love to go to those Asian betties there. You know why? You don't even have to ask. And I went and I just looked at him and I went, "You're repulsive." And I got off at the next stop. Oh, God. Yeah. But whenever you get one of those
people, by the way, she was right.
Oh, I know. He did rob you in the end. Well,
which just made
I was like, is he going to say this or is he going to keep it good?
No, he turned the whole screw that way. I mean, I was repulsed by the whole thing. The landlord came over and he was an Italian, Queens Italian guy.
Yeah,
Italian American, and he was super racist. I mean, proper N-word all over the place.
Oh yeah,
I was like, oh my God, where am I? And in the end, they were all proven right, which is that's where you hang your head low because you kind of go. But anyway,
the thing is,
yeah, Staten Island is a whole other thing. And one of my most progressive mates, he works in big studios. He's done a lot of sessions with me. Great Adam. I won't say his last name for privacy, but fucking coolest guy ever. And great worker in the studio who'll just keep going for 14 hours straight, no problem. He's from Staten Island, and he is the most hardcore left kind of, shut the fuck up, you racist piece of shit. Because he's in it, you know. He's deep in it. And when I said that, we were having drinks one night after a big session with the orchestra, and I was like, yeah, Staten Island is the Texas of New York. And he was like, oh my God, it's the first time I've heard that. And it's so true.
Sure.
That's SI.
Staten Island is
hey, you asked me to explain to the audience. So
yeah, no, that was well done. I can
get the numbers went up. They want to hear us say something terrible that they can clip.
Oh, would we do that? I think you did just now, but that's okay.
Probably.
Speaking of guys waiting for unique clips for us to put our foots in our mouth, it's Paz. $10. Couldn't spend my bonus on Oisín stream, still banned. If Oisín starts a new band, he can call it Mr. Ghost Notes. Were you playing a lot of Ghost Notes?
That's what slap is, man.
Okay, there you go.
Do you hear them?
Well, sure. Good. Slap
some bass. The bass. I won't play any songs so you don't get fucked.
No, I don't. What's it
I have an earthing issue here, I think.
Do you?
Yeah, some sort of. You know, this is.
Yeah, sure.
It's all ghost notes, and even earlier, I noticed I do too many ghosts. You know, this is what happens.
Too many
when you play
ghosts.
Yourself a lot.
That's great.
Too many ghosts. So when I was doing the ding, the talk, I wasn't able to. I found it hard to go. I had to go. You know, and keep the beat going.
That's because you've been slapping your brains out lately. That's why.
No, it's not that. I always did a lot of all this. Keep the beat. If I have to go, you know, or whatever,
right?
I have to go. I have to tap. So there's all this stuff going on.
There's a lot of percussion going on in there.
Yeah. So that's what the slap is. It's never like. It's never. It's. It's all ghost notes.
Ghost notes. I think that too many ghosts is the name of your solo album.
Too many ghosts.
I'm gonna go find out who that phone call is, and I'm gonna go get my drink package. I'll be right back.
Paz, gonna spend my bonus on Oisín's. Well, nice try. I love when band people go, I would have given you all my money, but alas, I'm still banned. I love that little gaslighting they do. I don't hear you, Dirk.
He's giving me all the money.
Yeah, give it to Dirk. But nice try. It's fine. Liberty Island is also on the New Jersey side of the Hudson River. Yeah. Listen, Staten Island is fine. I was out there at the funeral with my girlfriend's. At the time, I think she was my ex. She was my ex 100 times. We broke up a million times. We'd break up and then yo-yo. You know, it was just like we break up and then 2 days later we're in bed. It's like it was terrible. It happened like 300 times. But one of the times her father passed away, it was the big snowstorm and he was shoveling snow, which is not a smart thing to do if you're not athletic or young, because it's very, very hard work. And I was listening to the radio. I was in Brooklyn and it was fucking 4 feet of snow, 5 feet of snow outside. It was insane. And I was listening to the radio. I shit you not, the actual radio. And they said that a few people had died in Staten Island. I didn't realize, but then she called me and it was her dad. But anyway, I was at the funeral. He used to own a big, famous nightclub in the 80s on Staten Island, the most famous one in the 80s. And everyone was there, including the Journey singer, the guy who toured with us. Toured with Journey, and we toured with Journey. Steve, he was there, and he was looking across the room going, I know you from somewhere. I was like, dude, yeah, I had your cannoli. Your wife brought the cannoli. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. So, no, it was good. Like, there's lovely people, you know. They just have their own way of seeing things. Obviously, I like Mamdani. He's thinking about the little guy. You know, once you start doing that, you seem like a commie. And there's a lot of little guys in New York. They keep the city running, man. They're the real beating heart of New York. The guys sweeping the streets, the guys making you your egg sandwich at 7 a.m. and getting you your coffee in 30 seconds so you can run for the train. The guys selling you your New York Times in the morning. The people, you know, cleaning your bathrooms or whatever. They're the real life. That's what keeps that city running. And that's who Mamdani is thinking of. He's not thinking about the fucking billionaires, because they'll be fine. And they live on their yachts anyway, and they avoid paying taxes all fucking year. They're here. That's where those cunts are. They're right here. They're parked right here down the street in their 300-foot yachts, enjoying Spritz Select while they laugh at the working man of America. It's terrible. But don't get me started. Anyway, Jesus, I have loads of technical problems tonight. Ray must be a few drinks in. Don't know what he's saying. We baby seal clubbing next month. You're not. Your ex-wife booked. Okay. God. Anyway. Should I change watch? I'll change watch. He's off getting his drink. What do you think of it? You guys want this? You think I should keep it? I mean, I think he'll take $4,000, 4,500 for this. It's now discontinued from Tudor. It's a very flashy Tudor. If you're kind of a bigger, heftier guy and you want something that looks kind of, has that Rolex kind of expensive bling vibe going off it. Your volume is off, Dirk.
It isn't now, is it?
No, it's on.
Let's see. Okay, here we go, guys. Well said.
Spritz time.
Spritz time. We got a brand new bottle of Select.
Now, how much was that? Is that a liter?
This is 1 liter. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
This was $28 US.
That's not too bad. I mean, it's way more expensive than here, but I was expecting worse.
I ain't got no cigarettes. I got some Prosecco.
Nice.
Yeah. Because it was hot here today, and I was out with the lady, and we were traversing the mean streets of Long Island City, and it was hot. I was like, yeah, tonight I'm going to spritz it. Since I don't have my veranda anymore, I just don't think about spritzing because that's where we spritzed for decades. And
it's probably better for your health not having that veranda.
Hardly.
No, hardly. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
What measurements did you do?
That's the classic. I do 3-2-1.
3-2-1.
Yeah. I do the classic.
Oh, there it is. That's a Select.
Happy 400,000th subscriber. Shane,
Thank you.
You deserve it after all your hard work and
thank you, brother.
Your docs, your information, the history. It was a long road, but man, holy crap. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to all the Bashardom and all the Timeless Watch channel. May she rest in peace, the Oisín O'Malley channel. Cheers to everybody. How many people got through the pandemic watching him go through Vicenza? Like I still have people
to be saying that.
Sure,
I did. Probably the most said thing when people stop me in the street and they go, "Your videos were the ones that I was watching during because everyone was curious about what was happening in Italy because we were hit first.
Yep,
and it was lockdown. We knew what lockdown was before the rest of the world did, apart from China, of course."
It's because all those Italians were fucking all those pangolins. That's why. That's what happened.
It's fucking Chinese tourists coming into Venice. Venice was hit hardest, I think, and first. Or Brescia was pretty bad, remember? Or Bergamo. So Bergamo. Bergamo was hit hard. Anyway,
Bergamo. I flew into there.
But then, yeah, people were like stuck at home and they wanted to see someone out there on the streets. Walking the streets, seeing what it was like, and it just happened to be a good time to be living in the center of Vicenza, where I could walk around and film these desolate streets. It made for good content. It really did, and Venice as well. By the way, I saw Deborah last night. Remember in the Venice video, I moved to Venice, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, and you saw her in the middle of nowhere, right?
In the middle of nowhere on my way home. She's moving out of Venice. She was here last night. We had drinks.
Oh,
Lovely
nice.
Girl. Yeah, so nice. Lovely person.
She's great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was happenstance. You're walking down, and you were walking down that street where the Omega is, right? Where you were just walking down the side street, and then there she was, the only two people in the world at that moment.
It was crazy. I know. And I don't think I've seen her since. She looks exactly the same.
Wow.
She's half Ethiopian, so black don't crack,
Black don't crack.
Still looks great.
Paz, I owe you a couple of big bang booms. I'm sorry about that. Let's go with the I know I can be a bit rough on you, Drago. I understand. Hey, that's what makes the content, right? That's what it is, right?
I'm a big boy. I can take it.
Here's some cowbell. And I do my own drilling. It's been a while. Hey, you. It's been a while.
There's a guy. That's an Irish Zio, that guy.
Oh, really? Well,
there's like 4 Zios in Ireland, and I know 2 of them. One is a dentist in Sutton in Dublin. It's a fucking dick. And that's the other one.
Looking forward to your new output now that your Fridays are free. He's working on a lot of stuff, man.
Oh, he's trying to be ironic. Look. He's trying to say, "Oh, you see, you're not doing what you said you'd do." This is he's masturbating. We'll wait to let us know when you come. Okay, he's jerking off right now. Let us know when you come, and then we'll reply.
Well, I'm going to give you a big bang boom because I don't discriminate for super chats. So thanks. Jim Patterson says, "Bada bling, baby." Very nice. What are you putting on now?
I'm thinking of putting on the rose gold. The fucking gear everywhere. The rose gold. Let me get rid of that. Breguet 7067. And I'm kind of glad they didn't discontinue it from the catalog this year. They just added a platinum one. So there's this in white gold, then this one, and then platinum. And the lads at Frollo said a guy walked in the other day and he had the white gold one on. They took a look at it and they were like, it was nice, but it doesn't compare to this, which is a question I've been asked by many people. I'm on the fence between that and the white gold. They're like, the white's nice, but it just looks like a steel watch.
White gold can do that.
Yeah.
So can platinum. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Just can.
Yeah.
Like you ever see a girl with a ring and she goes, "It's platinum," because it just looks like you can't tell if it's that silk. You can't tell. Is it white gold?
You can tell when you hold it.
Carrie can tell. Not Carrie, the diamond lady. She'll know instantly when she touches. I love that girl. I like to watch her. The 47th Street Carrie, the one with the big hair. I love that chick.
Oh, she's great.
She's unbelievable. She knows everything. Everything.
A website. Let me see. Okay. Because my Tourbillon is no longer in the catalog.
Yeah.
I think they couldn't justify the art on the back. This is the new one.
Oh. I don't know about that style.
Yeah, it has green. You don't like the green?
I love green, but I don't know if I like that.
It's got ombre green.
It's got a real Mosery kind of looking dial.
It's Mosery, yes.
Not a big fan of it.
The same.
I think Mosers are all ugly watches. I know that they are horology, however.
I like some of them. Yeah. This is the white gold, and then this is my one. This one's 50.5.
And that's a cheap amount of money for that. Considering what that is.
I know, but on the gray market, 20, like half it on the gray. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
What's this one? Oh, that's that one with a different band. Okay. I see. Weird. Okay, that one's got the green strap. So you're paying an extra 25,000 almost for the platinum and the white gold. The white gold is 1,500 more expensive than mine, or 1,200. So that's the white gold one. Hey, listen, I wouldn't say no. It's a nice watch.
It's more uniform because they don't treat the movement like Omega used to do back in the day. So the juxtaposition of the gold with the the steel of the movement and all that stuff, it gives you contrast. So there's a little bit more pop. You might like that. I personally wish Omega would go back to like the way they used to make their movements. They'd put copper in the mix and they were very reddish and very cool looking. I mean, this just pops more, just does, considering that the movement is just, I mean, listen, he invented the fucking tourbillon anyway, so there you go.
So there it is, like in the flesh. Different to see it versus like the website, which are probably mock-ups, on the computer or something. And you see it in the flesh, it has a different luster.
Yeah, sure does.
This
is what Jacob and company wishes that they were.
Yeah, they wish they had this class.
That's what they tried to evoke. Is that
they're vulgarians?
Yeah.
Jacob and Co. He's a vulgarian. He's a heathen. That guy. I don't like what he does.
So bad.
He's a poster of Scarface on your bedroom door. That's what that guy is.
Do you think Scarface is a good film?
Garbage film.
It's a fucking piece.
By the way, you said you watched Lord of the Rings.
So, one of the new features is, and it's primarily started by you, because we were talking on the show, as I do all the time, and I'm approaching my 700th episode. How fucking crazy is that?
I have way less episodes.
I mean, because I'm on here all fucking day long, right? So I'm gonna watch all those movies that you guys talk about that I've never seen. I'm just gonna do it, and I'm gonna post a content review. I'm not gonna do it live. I'm gonna actually film it and do reviews of the films. Now, I got through half of Lord of the Rings last night. It is 3 hours and 49 minutes long. And
that's right.
I had some cranky puss to the right of me on the couch going, how long is this?
You're supposed to say, I'm working.
I said that. I said, I'm doing this for the show. So I have to watch the second half of it. I am watching the extended version because that's what's on HBO.
So you're on part 1 because he put out 3 movies.
I'm watching The Fellowship of the Ring, the first film.
The first one.
The first film. Now, I read all those books, so I'm remembering.
Peter Jackson doesn't know how to direct. He's an awful director.
Well,
he took one of the best-selling films of all books of all time and made it bland and awful. I walked out. I was.
The opening scene is the worst CGI I've ever seen in a film in my life. It's such a fucking mess of.
But there's bad CGI in the original Star Wars, but we don't care because the storytelling is.
But there's no CGI in the original Star Wars at all. It's all practical effects.
It's not CGI. It's like effects, practical effects.
Yeah, the beginning of the Lord of the Rings, that scene, the battle scene, when they're determining the rings and they find out that he made that extra one and that's the special one. When the factions get together and all that stuff. It just looks like, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's just a lot of fucking swirly, messy, spin, dervishy shit, fucking smoking crap. And it's funny because, Paul is the king of, he has no suspension of disbelief whatsoever. He hates all that crap. And it's like, that's why I can't watch sci-fi with him, because he doesn't open up his mind. However, he said, and he goes, I hope the whole movie doesn't look like this. And I went, oh God, me too. And then it doesn't. And it is shot on film, which I was like, oh,
they did some very interesting practical effects with Gandalf that are very difficult to do, making a person look large, and you change the angle and you move them. You have to cut if they're sitting at a kitchen table, you have to cut it in half and then move it as you pan the camera. It's very, very technical, and it is a feat of visual practical effects, no doubt. Trying to make Ian McKellen look like this big
wizard
person.
He's not really a wizard, by the way.
Frodo
is to be a wizard.
Yeah,
I can't get over that. The whole time I'm just like, he's pretending.
That's a reference to a different thing. So, listen, the problem with Peter Jackson he made King Kong. It was awful. Like he can't. I don't know how he got into filmmaking. He's not a storyteller. And, I hate when a director holds your hand. Okay. There's some directors I think Quentin Tarantino is a dickhead. I wouldn't like to know him as a person. I think he's an asshole, but I can appreciate that he never treats his audience like children. He expects them to be smart, and we are. And Peter Jackson doesn't know how to do that. And every time they refer to the big guy with the he's in a fucking battle and he loses the ring, they keep flashing back to that hand. I'm like, we don't need that reference anymore. Stop doing that. We're not 6 years old. Like, there's a Ray's gonna freak out right now because he's had a few beers. The famous thing. There's like, it's don't what is the phrase? Sorry, I've lost it now because it's getting late. It's this is embarrassing. Sorry. It's
live TV, baby.
Sea dog say dog. Sea dog say dog. Sea dog say dog. It took me a while. It's been a long night. It's been a long fucking week, honestly. Sea dog say dog. Okay. So what's sea dog say dog? When you say there's a play, you're on stage, and you walk on stage with a dog. Right? You're walking your dog. It's a set of a street at night. Okay. And you bring a dog, a trained dog who's like an actor dog, you know, these dogs who know how to act, right? It's amazing. And in the script, in the story, they go, oh, look at your dog. Or they mention the dog. Look, Ray's already in there because that resonated with him for some reason. You don't say there's a dog. We can see there's a dog. So you don't say there's a dog. You say,
nice to bring your dog here.
Yeah, you don't say that. You go, hey, do you know what time it is? Or isn't it a rainy night? Is it going to rain tonight?
Yeah.
Because we can see there's a dog. So you don't need to write it into the script and say there's a dog.
Right.
See dog, say dog. You don't need to do that because that's bad. That's amateur shit. We can see there's a dog, so don't fucking write it into the thing. Unless it's part of the fucking plot, which is a totally different thing. So see dog, say dog is like when you make things too fucking obvious. Like I have that problem when I make documentaries because I'm trying to describe something. How often do I show what I'm saying? It's if I'm talking about something technical, I might have to just to drill it in. But I'm risking when I do that. When you're talking about something, you can show something else. So like at the beginning of my video about the final Rolex, I'm talking about directors and so on, but you're seeing just shots of people walking along the Zattere. I'm not showing directors. You can hear what I'm giving your eyes something else to think about. And that's a little bit different. I don't know how Peter Jackson missed that meeting, but man, he sees dog and says dog over and over. I walked out of his movies. I sat through the first one in the cinema when it came out, and I was like, and then I went to the second one. I walked out after 10 minutes. I walked out. I was like, this is garbage.
The Lovely Bones was good.
Lovely Bones was much better.
Yeah.
And then
that was an incredible performance by Stanley Tucci.
Yeah.
And Saoirse Ronan. I mean, that was the first thing everybody ever saw her in, really.
Ryan Gosling was supposed to play his part. Ryan Gosling was originally cast for Stanley Tucci's part. Yeah. Ryan Gosling, the director said, maybe put on a little weight. And Ryan Gosling put on loads of weight. He stopped working out and he ate. And he arrived along to the set, and the director went, what the fuck? And he goes, yeah, I'm supposed to be some weird pervert who lives in his house by himself. And don't you think it works? And the guy was like, no. And he fired him from it, and he got Stanley Tucci instead.
Is that right?
True story.
Stanley Tucci should have gotten an Academy Award for that performance because one, he's a great actor. Forget about his fucking Taste of Italy bollocks and all that shit because we're all mad at him now. But the guy is a terrific actor, and that was the most disturbing thing. And I read an interview where he was his first wife was still alive at the time, and she said, "Whatever you do, do not take that role. Do not." It was so upsetting
because he's a creep.
Yeah, because he's such a creep.
And meanwhile, people, the general public have a problem separating you from the character.
Well, and he cheated on her when she had cancer.
And people will. I'm going to finish this sentence, whether you want me whether you like it or not. They would walk up to Anthony Hopkins for years and go, "Oh, you're horrible," and he was like, "What do you mean?" "Oh, you were horrible in that film. You were so scary." They couldn't separate the actor from the Hannibal Lecter.
Sure. Yeah, that's weird. And how could that even be a thing? But
that's a thing, man. That's a thing.
Hi, Barbie.
It's good
Hi,
when
Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
It's good when it's Henry Cavill in Superman. "Oh, I love you." You know.
Wow.
Yeah. By the way, he's gone through a scandal lately as well.
What did he do?
Because he's aged and he put on a few pounds.
Did he?
And he's been there's some photos of him on some set or something, and he doesn't look like the chiseled Henry Cavill that we all know and love. And people are going nuts about it. While you're looking that up, I'm going to show Tourbillon's.
Is that fat? Is that what that is?
He's not fat. He's a regular guy now.
He's a regular fucking fella.
Okay, so this is limited. Okay, so this is classic. 225,000. Now watch the case back be crap next to mine. Look at that. Look,
that's ugly. That watch is ugly though.
You want to see the back of my Tourbillon?
Yeah,
they don't do it anymore. If they still made my Tourbillon in the catalog, it would be 300 grand.
Wow.
I'll show you.
I hate Tourbillons. They give me the creeps.
They give you the creeps.
I don't like them.
Did you find the Henry Cavill?
Not really. I mean, maybe you could find the one that they're talking about. I mean, I think I'm like, yeah, I'd hit that. I'd hit Henry Cavill fat. Sure, why not? It's fucking
sure. He has a dad bod.
Right. I want to see the dad bod. Dad bods can be very attractive.
So look up Henry Cavill.
John Hamm looks better as a dad bod.
So while I'm showing the Tourbillon to the crowd, Google Henry Cavill new photo scandal, people angry. Put in use the Google let me Google that for you. All right. So this is the case back of mine. Look at this hand engraved text. Look. No two alike in the world. Look. Boom.
That's not him.
Oh, you found it.
I did. But
it actually is him. It is him. I've seen other photos from the same moment. It is, but one of them, the one people are freaking out about is he almost doesn't look like him. You want
is that the picture you're talking about?
That's it on the left.
That's not him.
It doesn't look.
He's got much bigger lips, a totally different nose. His eyebrows are he's got curly hair. That's not Henry Cavill. That's not him.
I need to find all the other photos from that.
Let's see. All right, go ahead.
Is it like a bad angle,
All right, could be that. I wanted to just go back for one split second about Stanley Tucci's previous wife. See, she was a very forgiving and wonderful woman who died from ovarian cancer. She told Stanley to not take that role because he had just gotten over the scandal of cheating on her when she had cancer. He was having a very public affair with Edie Falco from The Sopranos. And he had left his wife, who was undergoing chemotherapy. He eventually broke up with her and went back to her. And she said, the last thing you need is to play some pedo after you already got bad press for this. She goes, do yourself and your career a favor. And
okay, so you said curly. You said curly hair. Do you see the photo on the right? Is that not curly hair?
I mean, it's wavy.
Why does hair dictate anything about who the guy is?
Well,
he has curly hair.
Perm, I guess.
Okay, yeah, a man can get curly hair or long straight hair. He can get a buzz cut. His hair is insignificant.
I think like the same way you would notice if that's not Uma Thurman or, I think I'm a little bit more analytical when it comes to the boys than you are. I think you'd be like, oh, shit.
Probably, but
I mean, I think the same way, like you'd be like, that is Megan Fox. And I'd be like, you're probably right.
No, but the hair doesn't matter. Curly hair is not nice on them, but
no.
There's the photo you like. Oh shit, it's gone.
I like all of them.
I can't click on any of this shit because once you go into fashion world,
hey, wonderful.
He's amazing looking.
He's a great looking fellow. I mean, Jesus Christ, God was in a good mood that day.
Oh,
you know, so certain
like John Hamm. He was in the first film he was in was a Woody Allen film, and he was not butch at all. He was not built up.
Was he a twink?
He was a slender, posh English lad in the movie. It was the one with Larry from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Larry David.
Was that?
It was that film, and she meets this younger chap.
Was that You Will Meet a Tall Dark
It's Henry Cavill, but without the muscle. It was before he decided to get in the gym every day, which changed his look dramatically. Anyway, there are other photos from that day. I can't find them right now. Let me see. Images.
Whatever works.
There's tons of other photos. It's definitely him. It's just a really bad photo of him, and now the internet's going fucking nuts because they're like,
what he's going to get a personal trainer, or he already did. Sure, certainly. They're filming. Aren't they currently filming Highlander, or is it done?
I think it's probably done at this point.
So, like, he wasn't in shape for that. I'm sure he was.
I'd say so.
Had to been. We got a couple of super chats. I do my own drilling. Says, "Hey, big fella, you teach me bass, and I promise not to kick your arse." You're crazy. Don't get violent on my show. And the incomparable Gallery, 20 euros. Do we want serious drama of gorilla crushing buildings and hobbits eating turnips? I don't care anymore.
So what was we never got to it because I had so many thoughts. I'm so sorry. How did you feel about the movie? Leaving aside what Paul was saying,
I'm not gonna say anything because I only watched half of it. I'm gonna review it. I have some severe thoughts on this film. I said one thing earlier. The acting is superb.
The acting
by certain people there's some terrific acting by certain people in that film. And then there are people who look like they've never been on a film set in their life.
So why this was it suggested by your audience?
Yeah, I asked them to pick the first movie I reviewed.
Your audience picked Lord of the Rings?
They did.
Okay.
They did. Because it's a big pop culture film that I've never seen.
What else did they pick? Heat?
No, they didn't pick Heat. They know I've seen it. It's got to be a film I've never seen before.
Oh, okay.
I've missed out on tons of, because, I'm the old fag that watches 1950s film noir.
Yes,
I really want to watch that Nicolas Cage spider shit. I really want to watch that.
So you're really good, like blank slate to.
Yeah. Okay. It's a fish out of water kind of thing where Dirk is forced to watch, fucking Godzilla movies, which I would never watch. Because why would I watch that? I have no interest in that.
Your audience told you to watch all of the Lord of the Rings?
No, I'm going to watch just this first one.
Okay.
And as far as I can tell you right now, I'm probably not going to watch the other two.
Anything else? Nothing? Jaws?
But I've seen that 800,000 times and own it on Blu-ray. I've seen John Wick.
Okay.
I mean, like I have a hole. You are the guy that emphasizes the hole in my pop culture and or modern up-to-date status.
I think it's fantastic. I mean,
I haven't seen a lot of shit. I don't know what Arcade Fire sounds like.
Right.
No idea.
Okay, I'll send you a song later.
They could hit me with a bus and I would have no idea. I'd be like, I just got hit by Arcade Fire.
They've been off the scene for ages, but anyway, that's a sidetrack.
Yeah, I know. Or Sabrina Carpenter. Like, I just watched a cute little thing with her on TV. Isn't she adorable and instantly irrelevant? Like,
Yeah, she's very bland when put next to people like Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, by the way, is turning out to be one of the greatest human beings on earth. It's fucking wild. She has a book club, podcast where she talks to authors, and she's an intellectual, man.
Oh yeah,
like she's a big reader, and she has like real author, like proper shit. Like it's not garbage, and she will discuss their books for like 3 hours. And she's educating the masses. That's what she's doing right now. All the young girls who want to be her are learning about books.
Like that's what Oprah did, built her empire.
Oh my God.
On a book club, right? Anyway, Gabri, thank you very much for that. Hey, Thomas Burnett, Dirk, about to buy a ticket to see Shalimar next month. Should I buy a VIP ticket to meet the band? Jeffrey Daniels, Michael Jackson. Thomas. This is how I feel about like Shalimar. I mean, I don't know what to say about a group like Shalimar because I don't know what their financial status is. I am
the meet and greet he's talking about.
Yeah. I am of the opinion that is the biggest whorehouse because I would never do that. One, I feel like I met everybody. Only because I was in the business for a while, but I know people that have gone and spent crazy money on Kiss, Britney Spears. They've done the Metallica. They've done these VIP packages, and you get corralled into a hall or a room, and then you get 13 fucking seconds with your idols.
A meet and greet is.
It's a meet and greet.
I mean, Neil never did it.
But Neil would never do that.
Neil was in the
grotesque way of gouging fans.
But I feel like, excuse me, with Rush, I felt like the lads are like, it means so much to these guys. They've been coming to our gigs.
Well, then do it for free.
Years. Oh yeah, okay.
Then do it for free. I think because Rush are loaded. They've got plenty of money.
Oh my God!
They're fucking stupid money.
They're selling the same amount of copies of 2112 today as they were back in the day.
That's the difference about being a zeitgeist band and being a band like Rush. Rush is still moving tons of copies of moving pictures.
Yeah,
every fucking day.
Kid in Detroit right now discovering hemispheres. Right now, as we speak.
Oh my God, the guys that did Tom Sawyer also did the song
Floyd and Beatles and all. They will never
run out of money.
The money will continue. There's 12-year-old girls discovering fucking Animals, Pink Floyd right now, or Kate Bush, the Kick Inside, and it's changing their life as we speak. That's not happening with Britney Spears' fucking catalog.
Pat, did I miss one? I did. Oh shit! I'm sorry, Thomas Burnett. Let me give you 4. Thank you very much. I detest the meet and greet. It's different let me give you an example. And Paz, I'll get right to you in a minute because I saw what it was just now, and that's one of my favorite bridges of all time, by the way. If you are Britney Spears or Kiss or one of these gigantic juggernaut bands that rake in the coals, there's no excuse for you to charge your fans, to gouge your fans, because they're already going through Ticketmaster or whatever fucking whorehouse there is for you to afford your tickets. And it's all legal ticket scalping. When I was a kid, my tickets, I've got scrapbooks filled with every band you ever saw. I saw The Wall at the Nassau Coliseum, Pink Floyd, 1979. I was there. It says $8.50 fucking cents on it.
Wow.
That's what tickets cost. All my billions of Kiss shows, Queen, $9.50, $8.50, $10.50, no cans or bottles, no flash photography. That's what we did because bands were making money by selling records and using touring as promotion for their records. Now nobody buys records because everybody steals it. So now they have to do all these other creative ways to make money. So what are they doing? VIP packages. Britney Spears comes in, or fucking Madonna, or whoever I don't think Madonna does that because she's way richer than everybody. But these whorehouses. But if you're like fucking Night Ranger or some band that never really made it and like this is your only source of income, I can maybe understand that a little bit because it only costs people $29.95 to go see you at the club, and it only costs them $25 to come meet you and maybe get an autograph. But the thing is VIP packages. You get a ticket, then you get this pass that gets you into that secret room where maybe you get to meet everybody but Neil Peart, and it's $1,700. It's disgraceful. So I say no. I don't know about Shalimar. They made all their money in the 70s and the early 80s, so probably not. But yeah,
they're trying to
eke a living. Yeah,
it's their pension now. Yeah.
I detest them. I absolutely detest them. But here's a big bang boom for that. Thanks. And where was that one, Paz? There's many who tried to prove that they're faster, but they didn't last, and they died as they tried. Hell bent for leather. I don't give you a big bang boom because I gave you that. That's hell bent.
That has to be Judas Priest.
It's Judas Priest. Because anytime you hear me go, the many who try to possess in the light of the dark.
No, I got it from the Hellbent for Leather.
Hellbent for Leather. Do you know who had an album out first? Leather. Somebody else used that title before Judas Priest. Any ideas who could be? Richard Harris. Richard Harris has an album called Hellbent for Leather. How great is that?
That's weird.
Paz, I can't believe I made it into Ireland's 2 for Zios. Yeah, seriously. Do you know where you live?
It must be an odd reality.
I don't know how that works at all.
He must kind of scowl at people around him constantly.
I mean, just listen. I mean, there's right and then there's wrong, and that's all that there's. Do you know what I saw last night?
This fucker knows the difference. Come on,
come on. But there is right. Everybody should be taught right or wrong. I saw a post on this guy I grew up with, and he's a big Zio, and it said something about Palestine making up all of their history. Like the only thing that they've ever done is make up their own history. And I was like, dude, get a fucking mirror. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Every accusation is a confession.
Exactly. I was like, and I wrote, do you know how stupid you sound? That's what I wrote. And then he wrote back, fuck you.
There's not much reasoning with them.
What's the point? You know, Richard Harris, no reference to cake or rain allowed. Hey, he was the first guy to ever do that song. I'm referring to the incredible MacArthur Park is melting in the dark and the sweet green icing. I mean, Donna, of course, fucking ruled that song. I mean, imagine taking a song like that, because Richard Harris made so many successful
Summer's version of that is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
I don't know what producer came up with that
song.
Like, walked into the studio and said, I think we should make a disco version of this thing. And she was on board, but it became a phenomenon. And it's beautiful, and she's incredible. She's one of my favorite pop disco singers of all time.
She's one of the greatest pop vocalists that has ever lived. And if you watch
on the radio, is beautiful. There's so many hits
on the radio. I mean, she's amazing. And I watched her concert like 3 months before she died, and she sounded better than ever. She had cancer, and she kept it very, very quiet. And she did a performance in Germany where she got famous because she went to Germany to make it. And that's where she met Giorgio Moroder, her big producer. And that woman possessed some of the greatest pipes of all time. And, you know, of course, people say disco and all that stuff. But, I mean, at this point in the game, I mean,
beautiful disco.
Beautiful.
Last night, oh my God. Great.
Turn off the lights, sweet darling, because tonight it's all the way. It's amazing shit. She's an incredible stylist. Of course, Enough is Enough with Barbara. Oof, what a fucking duet that is. Fucking Barbara.
Barbara, she's super beefcake. Cool beef here. Palestine who? Never heard of that.
What are you looking at?
Woke. No, look at your crown as a fucking cesspool.
Show me. Palestine who? Never heard of that country. Woke nonsense.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you have a problem with a man called Steven Spielberg, because in the Indiana Jones films, they show the map of where he's flying over. And when it flies over there, it shows Palestine on the world map. Oops. So you should call your favorite Zio.
Spielberg is very he doesn't go out there full blast Zio.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. He is
even Munich
proudly Jewish, and that's fine, as he should be.
Even Munich is there's nothing wrong with being proudly Jewish. That's different.
No, it's a completely different animal.
Nothing to do with it. But they'd love to cluster those two things now, wouldn't they?
Well, that's the whole rub, isn't it?
That's the whole problem. But no, he's always been. Munich is, I mean, it's difficult for me to watch because it tends to the side of the West, but it's still an excellent film, man. It's still beautiful.
Those mongrels. It's that. It's that.
No, So
it's a beautifully made film, shot beautifully. How can we talk about this? Are you excited for Disclosure Day? I am.
I saw one guy who seen it, and he said I had to sign an NDA. I can't talk about it because it's not out in the cinema yet, right? Or whatever.
June.
And he just said, but I can say this. We're so lucky to have people like Spielberg still making movies. And I was like, fuck yes. Yes. Because Spielberg, man, he's so good.
We're obsessed with him. We're two of the biggest Steven Spielberg fans in the whole wide world. I mean, I think, listen, people who love to conflate the whole Jewish thing with the Israel thing, wake up and smell the fucking challah, my friends, because that's bullshit. Schindler's List is one of the it's just stupid. Schindler's List is one of the most unbelievable films. And let's not forget that Steven Spielberg shot that film under the cloak of secrecy while he was finishing Jurassic Park. He had just finished Jurassic Park, and he made Schindler's List in like 30 days. He just pissed that out. That's Steven Spielberg pissing a movie out. That guy is, I mean, yeah, he's made a couple of movies that aren't great, but very few. They're all pretty great. But this is him.
Great. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
I mean, there's a conspiracy theory going around that, with Trump talking about, all of his Epstein distractions. One of them is that, we're in possession of alien technology and alien bodies, that Disclosure Day is coming out to prime the world for the fact that that's all true. It's not.
I don't know. I doubt
you all wish.
We're a speck inside I was watching a clip the other day. I think it was Joe Rogan, actually, of all people, and he had some astrophysicist on. Okay, just hear me out, because Joe is like he's just a fucking goon. He'll talk about stuff. Sometimes he's right, most of the time he's wrong, but sometimes he has some cool people on. So
he does.
It's a crapshoot, but sometimes you might. It's the casino, okay? Sometimes you might roll and win. Okay, so he had some fucking physicist on, and he's like, apparently, if you have a book in your hand and you open a book on the page and you find a letter I, and you look on the letter I, and the dot above the I is the Earth. That's the size of the Earth. That the Milky Way, not the universe, not anything super large, but just the Milky Way isn't the size of the book. It's the size of our Earth. That's how small we are. And she doubles down. She goes, "You're off." She said, the sun is 1,000,000 times the size of Earth. If you replace that dot over the I with the sun, that's more accurate. So, no, We haven't been visited by anyone, and we never will.
We never will. Today, when I was walking Rose down the street,
let it
the
go,
sun,
and just be nice to your neighbor, and be nice to your cat and your dog,
right?
And drink the wine and eat the cheese, and shut up.
Drink it, smoke it, and fuck it. Clip it.
Yeah. Just
think of it this way. Today I was on the street with Rose and it was so hot, and she's an elderly woman, right? And I had a short sleeve shirt on it, and I was like getting burned. I was getting burned by a fireball that is 93 million miles away from me. What does that tell you? Radiation. I was getting burned by something that's 93 million miles away.
It's also a million times the size of the Earth. It's also radiation heat, which is different than regular
heat. Still, it's still 93 million miles. It's 93 million miles in the terms of, that's now one AU. That's one unit away. So that's how we measure things, like how many AUs they are away from us. The distance from the Earth to the sun.
Astronomical
units, yeah. So that is nothing in terms of the cosmos.
It's our distance from the sun.
Yeah,
that's one astronomical.
That's one astronomical unit. That is microscopic, beyond microscopic in terms of the size of the universe.
Here's an interesting question, because we love Carl Sagan, we love all this shit, right?
Sure.
Now, I asked you a question last week, and it was turned into a fucking weird thing. I was just asking a simple question about the Groundhog's Day thing. So, but now I'm going to ask a totally different question. Hopefully, we don't get into some weirdness. Okay. So, we know that, so we're a bundle of atoms and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we can go down and under a microscope look at one atom, one nucleus, and go deeper and go into quarks and strings and so on, and go down in microscopic size. Okay. Keep that in mind. Put a pin in that. Now come back to us again. Now look at our universe and how massive it is, and how tiny we are in the universe, and how expansive it is. Our brains literally can't comprehend how fucking insignificant and tiny and lost we are in this monstrous mess. Okay. So the question came up. How far are we from the smallest thing in the universe? And how far are we from the largest thing in the universe? So are we in the middle somewhere? Is a man who's 6 foot tall, is he midway? Is he closer to the smallest thing in the universe than versus the largest thing in the universe? Or is he more on the other side? Where would you put us on that scale? Let me use this.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you understand. Okay, so you get the question. So where are we between?
I think we're smaller than the smallest thing we can detect on Earth, like the smallest microscopic quark level thing that we are able to figure out here. I think in terms of the universe, I think we're probably 1,000,000 times smaller than the smallest thing in the world compared to the universe.
That's not answering the question. So I have to phrase the question again. So over here we have quarks and superstrings and so on, right? The smallest things that we can find. Okay. And then we go larger and we get to a nucleus and protons and neutrons and so on. And an atom. And then atoms, together create compounds and so on. Next thing you have fabric, and you have carbon and all of this stuff, right? Eventually we get to a human, right? A person who's built of all this shit, right? Now we expand out the Earth, the solar system, the Milky Way, galaxies, and so on, and the expansive universe, and enormous black holes and enormous suns and so on. And they're on the other side. So you have the largest thing and the smallest thing in the universe. Where's a human?
Where is
that's my question.
How did I not answer that?
I'm awful at asking these questions.
How did I not answer that? You said, where are we as humans comparatively? Is this what you're asking?
Are we closer to the smallest thing or the largest thing in the universe?
We're closest to the smallest thing. Because we're nothing.
That's what I thought.
So what, it's wrong?
We're 400 million times closer to the largest thing in the universe than we are to the smallest thing.
Okay,
that's the actual answer.
I get what you're saying.
When you go down to quarks and superstrings, they are so microscopic. It dwarfs anything that we can see in our expansive universe. So when you study quantum physics, you're studying something that is even more incomprehensible than by a order of magnitude than the largest shit in the universe. But I guess the same as you. I didn't say the middle. I kind of went, yeah, I guess the same as you.
I think we're just the smallest speck of bullshit compared to the scope of the universe.
Yes, but when you go down inside our universe.
See, but my reasoning was completely wrong, because I think no matter, because measurement is bullshit anyway. Let's face it, it's a man-made construct like everything. So we come up with all of these things. There's bigger rules than we know about because we're not advanced enough. So we come up with these levels of measurement to go deep inside and find the cell of the nucleus and blah, blah, blah.
Don't get fairy about it.
No, but I'm just saying. So like the smallest thing that we could detect is nowhere near as small as the smallest thing that is detectable to the universe.
Oh, so you're saying that there's more to be found that we haven't found?
Correct. There has to be, because we know nothing. We are nothing but a speck that just arrived in the scope of the universe when the creation of the universe, the supposed creation of the universe, because now we think Big Bang is complete nonsense. We've found places that are galaxies that are older than supposed the Big Bang theory. So who knows?
We just moved the Big Bang back.
Well, isn't that what we do? Isn't that what we do? Oh no, it's not 13, it's 17. That's what we do. It's not. No, I didn't say 8 inches. I said 7. It's just man coming up with things. I just think we know nothing. We think we know what we know. Compact discs and, nuclear fission, it's meaningless. Rulers are meaningless and AUs are meaningless and we are meaningless. So what did you say earlier? Be nice to your fellow man and the dogs and the cats, because that's all we fucking got. Because we are nothing in the scope of the universe, regardless of you believe in God or...
No, but there's merit to pulling someone's tooth out when it's rotting when they're 25 and giving them another 70 years of life. There's merit to curing, various ailments. There's merit to getting into a plane and flying it across the sky so you can go visit your cousin who lives, 6,000 miles away. There are so many, and there's merit to going around the moon.
To us, because of our infancy, we are the beings in the infancy of our development.
I'm in a lagoon. I'm in a lagoon in an ancient city.
You're in a lagoon in an ancient city.
You're in the center of the modern world, arguably, because New York still,
it's the center.
Even though it's still, it is the modern Rome.
You can have it.
But it is still arguably the modern Rome.
It is, and listen,
we're talking in real time.
We're talking in real time. Isn't it amazing? But if there was an alien civilization way out there, beyond our the observable universe, they would think, "Isn't that cute?" Isn't it cute?
And it would be cute. I'm going to double down. And it would be cute because they would see us learning, like we see a child figuring out how to.
Sure, no, isn't it cute? I'm not saying it in a disparaging way.
Square and the circle into the circle, and they'd be like, "Hey, look, they're learning."
We're certainly not on any level of the Kardashev scale. That's not happening, And it's funny that people have, and there's no such thing as the Kardashev scale. We made that up. So somebody came up. It's a hypothesis, right? It's all that stuff. Imagine, like, people who talk about, the special theory of relativity and the why you need infinite amounts of energy to actually reach or exceed the speed of light, which is the speed limit of the universe. I mean, these are all things we think. It's all theories, but theories, as Carl Sagan always said, are not theories like I think this, I think that. These are theories in science are a totally different thing. They are usually backed by some kind of scientific theorem and all these kinds of things. So there's science behind it.
Yeah. Theory in the science world is not a theory like a guy sitting in a field going, no. I have a theory.
Right. No.
Theory in the science world.
If I drank milk 16 times
in the science
a day,
world is actually a conclusion, but they're leaving the option for failure open, which is the 12th rule of physics and science, which is always, no matter what we've discovered, we may actually be wrong, and that is just that's the safety net. Like, that's a theory.
We're mostly wrong, but every time you get on, like, I think of, imagine if you went back to the Civil War or ancient Egypt with an iPhone, and you show one, you'd be burned at the stake, or what? Either you'd be proclaimed a god, or you would immediately be murdered, because those people weren't able to come up with the concept of the idea of this device that can show imagery. It's kind of witchcraft, right? Every time, think about the progression of flight. 1903, the Wright brothers. By 1920, we had airplanes delivering mail. We had armies using airplanes. By the 1930s and 40s, we had the beginnings of the development of not just all jets were just we have come so incredibly far. Now you get on a plane and they bring you a glass of wine and you check out.
That's been around since the 60s, bringing you a glass of wine and lobster on the fucking
it's
plane.
Worse now. We've gone down a couple of notches.
Now you have to pay for nuts, and you get in a fight with some fucking hillbilly who got drunk on the fucking plane. That's where we're at now. Yeah. My fucking TikTok feed is full of arseholes who get into fight with the fucking
panel power hypothesis theory law. There you go. Right.
No, I'm doing the documentary on John Harrison, at the moment.
Nice.
And it's crazy, man, because they had to figure out, how do we get longitude? We know how to figure out latitude. It's easy. But longitude, we don't have any idea. Once you're out at sea, there's nothing but fucking water and waves around you. You have no point of reference. Now, you do have the night sky, and a lot of people fought for that.
And a sextant.
Well, the sextant would be used for the latitude, and certainly was dependable.
Yeah.
So you measure the angle between the setting sun and the horizon. But the longitude was the problem. Now, they created the longitude board, right? This is 1714, Queen Anne, right? And they put up £20,000 as the prize. £20,000 in 1714.
That's a lot of money.
Right. So all and sundry came forward to the longitude board. They were inundated with all these from the scientific community and the horology community and all these, but also from the general public, people who fancied themselves as scientists or whatever. Dude, I've gone through loads of the submissions, but my favorite one, think of the time they were in, okay? God help them. My favorite one was, okay, I'll take one a slight more practical, not very practical. To moor ships all along the way, for example, along the Atlantic, because that was the big challenge.
Sure. They didn't know that the Pacific existed.
Right. And to moor ships along the Atlantic, and then they would fire fireworks at midnight that would notify any other ship to reset their clocks. Because there was pendulum clocks, so you couldn't bring them on a fucking boat. It would fall out of time immediately because of the swaying of the boat and so on.
Like a tourbillon would fall out. That's what the whole idea was. Well, a tourbillon brought gravity.
No, tourbillon is the opposite of that. That is the revolution.
That's the revolution by brigade to stop the motion thing.
Yeah, well, that fights also gravity, but that was the least of their problems back then. Their problem was just a pendulum swinging back and forth isn't going to survive on a fucking boat. Anyway,
no.
To moor all these ships, how many ships is it going to take? Now, at the time, they thought 600 ships.
Mm.
The truth is, it would take about 3 times that, and you would have to keep all the staff fed, and you would need to keep them moored. And they didn't know the true depth of certain parts of the Atlantic at the time. Complete disaster. But here's one of my favorites, getting back to the point. It was to stab dogs, right? Injure dogs, like put a cut in the dog's leg or back, and then keep the knife they used on land and put the dog on the boat, but keep the wound unseen to, like keep the wound open, but keeping the dog alive. And at noon every day, put the knife into a thing called sympathy powder. And the dog, hundreds of miles away, would somehow sense that and start yelling and barking. And that would reset the clocks. That was one of the submissions to the longitude board.
Wow.
Think of it. This is what they were dealing with. Superstitious idiots. First of all, you have to keep the dog alive.
So much of our history is
and you have to keep it injured the entire.
Yeah.
It's
I'd love to take a machete and hack their heads off.
All of them. This was their plan.
Well, they didn't. I mean,
sympathy powder. What the fuck is sympathy
powder? Quick, take her to the table for the bloodletting. You know, I mean, we did.
Also, the dog might yell or bark for no reason for something else. You might be fucking thirsty or God knows what. And then you go.
So gobsmacked by that. I'm not watching that episode because I'm going to get really fucking mad.
You're going to get really fucking mad. Well, you know what I started with? I started with the bell tower right here in Venice. And I go, this is where Galileo showed his, because he made telescopes. Galileo was one of the first developers of telescopes using concave and convex lenses. He was able to find Saturn. He found Saturn. He found Jupiter.
Right.
Galileo. He found so much other stuff. He's like in music, he's like the Brian Eno crowd. All those guys from Roxy Music, they all fucking recreated music and wrote all the hits we know from the 70s and 80s. It's amazing. All the same gang. It's fucking weird. Anyway, that was a digression. So he presented.
Welcome to my world.
To the Duke. To the Duke and the Senate.
Duke. Isn't that great?
El Duce. Up on the top of the tower, he observed Saturn, the movement of Saturn and Jupiter through the telescope. They never looked through a telescope in their lives.
Sure.
Right? From the top. And he made the observation that maybe the planets were going around the sun and not the other way around. Maybe the sun was not, even though it passed.
Wait a second. You mean we're not the center of the universe?
Right. You know what they did with him?
Yeah.
He spent the rest of his life under house arrest. He was a heretic.
Of course he was a heretic, because he went against the laws of God, where we're the center of the universe, made in God's image, and all of that bollocks. It's fucking ridiculous. And here he is all these years later, and we just are praying to like these amazing men that and women, of course, too. I mean, amazing humans that came up with all these concepts and ideas because they thought outside the box. That's the problem with this world, because we were like, oh my God, look at the pinholes in the sky, and making up religions and all that stuff. It's all a load of shit.
And the curtain of night.
The curtain of night. It's just like, what is that? You know, it's just so fucking. What's the name of that Voyager episode? That's fucking incredible that everybody should watch. Eye of the Needle. Where Voyager finds a planet that's kind of like in a weird, kind of like it's sideways and it's in a strange orbit, and it turns out that there's a space-time continuum and they can't go near it, but they get locked into its gravity and they can't get away. So there's like these hookah cavemen down there and they see it, and it becomes their god. It's a new pinhole in the night sky, and it becomes their god. And because their space-time continuum moves so much faster because they're in this particular vortex or whatever the fuck they're in. So Voyager sends an emissary down there to try to have a conversation and try to figure out what's going on. These people believe for years and years and years that this is some kind of god until they evolve and they realize who they are. But it happens, I think they're there for like 2 days, and the planet evolves like 100,000 years. It's a really great episode.
Wow.
About how different the universe is, how different planetary bodies and universes, and how we spin, and gravity and black hole. It just goes, it's like an insight into like what we think we know, we don't know. We know
that's a relativity thing. That's like,
sure, it's all relativity, right? It's all incredible. And if anybody's never seen that episode, and she doesn't say fire once, it's really, really good. They're like locked in.
Find me the name of that episode. I want to watch.
It's called Eye of the. I think it's called Eye of the Needle. Let me see. Voyager, Eye of the Needle. I think it's called that. Eye of the Needle is the seventh. Oh no, I'm wrong. Okay, Voyager episode. I'll get it. It's amazing episode. And like these guys are like these Unga Bunga guys are down like banging sticks on rocks, and then they see this new god appear, and it's pretty incredible. And then they curse the god because it brings them bad luck. It's amazing. Where the planets.
We tend to do that, don't we? Isn't that awful? That we haven't fucking figured that out. We're still half caveman, like we're still afraid of the dark, and we still have superstition, and fucking ball and chain around her ankle. There's a flat earther who was on fucking Tim's thing. He's a nice guy, but eventually I didn't scrutinize him or criticize him or repudiate his claims. I was curious. I kept asking him questions, and I was curious. So you believe this and you believe that, and also what do you think about this, and what would your answer be to this? I wanted to extract it, and eventually I found it. It was because Jesus Christ said that we were, the center of the world, the universe. And if we're a ball, just like other balls, like Saturn and other things around the solar system, then we're not what they said. And I eventually found it. Didn't take long. Uncovered it. Yeah.
Blink
it's
of an eye.
It's the reincarnation of man.
It is. Ray, sorry I missed your super chat. Dirk, pull up Quincy Jones, Poppy. I can't play copywritten music on this show. You know that. We all know Poppy Fields. He knows it. He's a bass player. Of course he knows that. Let me give you a big bang boom for that. Thank you, buddy boy. It's not Eye of the Needle. It's Blink of an Eye. Watch it. It's a really great episode. Makes you really think because, we love all that kinds of shit. It's pretty great.
Hey, Star Trek were doing it for a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
Back when we didn't even have the Hubble.
No, we didn't have Hubble.
Was Carl Sagan alive when the Hubble telescope was up there?
He was involved in the development of the Hubble.
Oh, he was involved. Like when you listen to Carl Sagan, it still applies today.
Totally.
Today. Yeah. We haven't discovered anything he doesn't already know. He's like Einstein.
Totally, he's our Einstein. He's just the guy that brought all of that stuff to the world and explain. I love when people ask him about God. That there's nothing more interesting than watching Carl Sagan expound upon when somebody says, "Well, how does that go with your God?" He goes, "Meaning what?" That's what he says. Meaning what?
Yeah, because sometimes the person asking the question and the person being asked are of two different levels of intellect. It's unfair sometimes.
It's very unfair when it comes to him, Kevin Landon says, how about the Voyager episode where the dinosaurs did not die? A Distant Origin. That's a great episode. If you haven't seen that one. Yeah.
No.
I'm a big fan, so don't even get me started on that shit. P break. I'll be right back. I need it.
We talk about this, though. Myself and Dirk, this is fun for us, you know. We just like to shoot the shit about. We think about this stuff. I mean, are we going to crack any code to the universe? No, but we, you know, this gets us through our evenings with wine, thinking about this stuff. It's a little close to my heart right now because I'm doing the thing on Harrison. And honestly, the story is more than the clock, and it's more about the fight between the scientific mind and the superstitious mind. I think that's the bigger point. I don't know if Zero West are going to be happy with that. I'm sure they will. Graham Collins is one of the great fucking engineers in Britain, so I'm sure he'll be on board with it. But I have to push the story into something more fundamental. It has to be a more fundamental question than just talking about John Harrison. You know, it has to be what he was really facing, and what he was really facing was simple people pulling him down, and his vision. You know, and his fight pretty much by himself. He had his son to help him a bit, but pretty much by himself. He wasn't part of the scientific community. He wasn't an elitist or elite or one of the, you know, privileged there. He was a simple man from Yorkshire. He's a musician and a carpenter, but he had a vision, you know. I don't know. Oh, Theo Karma. Christopher Hitchens is missed. Yeah. Unfortunately, Chris turned very anti-Islam at the end after 9/11. I think that was a turning point for him. He turned very... Well, of course, Islam would annoy him like all religions. All religions annoyed him. But the focus turned very much to Islam, which I don't think is any more guilty than any other religion, you know. They're all pretty... It's nice, but... Just think of it, you know. The problem with Galileo going, look, that planet, the rings around the planet. See the way it spins. All that discovery, all that work he put in, changing the world, and they fucking
locked him up.
They locked him up.
Well, what would happen if, let's say, hypothetically, the Son of God appeared today? What would they do to him? Let's just say there is a Son of God. Let's say
kill him immediately.
They'd kill him immediately. What would also happen, and that's why I love First Contact, is the variations that you see in the two scenarios that you also saw mirrored on the TV series. That exact scene where the Vulcans come after Zephyr Cochrane develops warp technology. There's two variations where you see that he comes, we come in peace and all that stuff, and then there's the one where he gets shot.
I think that's more realistic.
I think it's more realistic. If aliens came here, which is my dearest and greatest hope, that don't get me wrong, while I believe we have never ever been visited by anyone because the universe is too big and all of those things, I think that if that were, and I hope it happens one day, the greatest thing that could ever happen to humanity is that they come and try to eat us. And I've always said that because we really need to fucking level the playing field and realize it's not the United States versus Iran, or it's not real, or any of these fucking countries, and Russia, or whatever, Ukraine. None of that stuff. It's all irrelevant in the scope of our existence. We all need to figure out a way that realize we're one. Doesn't matter if you're black or white or straight or gay or pink or purple. Who fucking cares? Why does any of that matter to anybody? Why does it matter to it? Make
when the aliens come along and they're like,
we're the same shit.
1 centimeter wide and they have 40 eyes.
Yeah.
All of us, black, white,
we taste the
yellow,
same.
we'll all look the very same.
Yeah, we taste the same to them. Yeah. Maybe the black ones have a little bit more flavor. Maybe.
More sugar.
We're probably grislier. Who fucking knows? But it's just like we can all pontificate about intelligence and science and what we think is real. I consider myself a person of reasonable intelligence, but I have reasonable intelligence for the conditions by which I was born. I am born in a time. I am born of a religion. I am born of these things that are inescapable for my capability of reasoning. I try to pretend or try to think outside the box, but I'm only capable of these things within the parameters from which I come from. People like Galileo and all these great philosophers and all these people, they were something extraordinarily special. Carl Sagan and Einstein. These were outliers. They're incredible people that were able to think beyond the scope of where we come from. I'm never going to set the world on fire, and most of us won't. But what we can do is realize that we're all made of the same fucking stardust, and none of it means anything. And that's my profound statement of the night. It's just nonsense, I mean, I don't care how smarty pants a guy you think you are. You aren't. None of us really are.
Jim
there are
Robertson,
some people.
Hitchens did support. Yeah, Hitchens turned into an imperialist in the final years of his life. Yeah,
final years. Yeah.
Listen, I love the guy, but I don't have to love all his work. I like Roman Polanski, but I didn't like that he slept with a 14-year-old. I still like his movies, but I can take. Yeah, I thought it was okay. Sinead O'Connor was enlightened
and crazy.
She was the person a little crazy and enlightened. Yeah,
some of the greatest people in the world were crazy.
And I was like, oh god, like they need that. Yeah, I was like, Sinead, don't just stay in Ireland and do the Irish shit for. Just it's not helping. They're already having a tough time. They have a bad image already, and now you're fucking nuts. But she was right in a lot of things that she said, for sure.
Cool beefcake. This is the second less than pleasant statement you've made. I'd like to know why grabbing our hands together and singing Kumbaya is not a good idea. Give me your reasons why that's not a good idea. Oil.
He's trying to be trying to be macho.
I know. It's hollow. It's hollow because the greatest thing we could ever do for our survival, I'm not going to get into any of that. The greatest thing that humans could do for our survival would be to grab our hands together and sing Kumbaya and use our shared intelligence and humanity to further the species. We're not furthering.
The truth is that we kind of do that in a way because, modern technology in a hospital, for example, you walk in there, machines that are surrounding you were made by French, Swedish,
sure,
people from Israel, even Israel, of course, they're at the forefront of technological development and so on, advancement. And everyone kind of like, if you're in the United States, for example, and you think that all the machines in a hospital that are helping save your life or your loved one's life were made and built and developed and thought of, conceived in the United States by Americans, you're deluded. The medical world is a great example of how the entire planet come together. And all of this technology is shared throughout the world. An MRI machine is the same thing in Stockholm as it is in Detroit.
You know what it says on it? Siemens. Do you know what that company is? A company that doesn't operate out of the United States. We don't have, like you guys have Siemens TVs and telephones, and that company is huge. But where you do see it is when I got my MRI. I'm like, oh shit, look what sector they're in. It's like incredible, the shared.
I love that for the past 5 days, people have been freaking out about the new Ferrari because Johnny Ive from Apple developed the new Ferrari, electric.
I didn't know he developed it.
Yeah,
That's a tangerine design.
It's stupid looking, and it's way over.
It's not. It's
but I love that the people are freaking out about Ferrari. You know, Ferrari is Italian. It is the king of automobiles. You know, it's Italy. You know, so I don't know. Did you even see any of that? I didn't know Johnny Ive was. No, I just discovered now. I didn't know he was developing car design.
No, he's got a company that when he left Apple, it's called Tangerine. And remember the time he was in Friend of a Farmer when I was working that day, and I took a video of him. So I'm tending bar during the pandemic. My place had closed. I got this job for a little while, and fucking he walks in, and I go like this because he designed everything I fucking own. And I was able to catch a video of him as he's coming out of the jacks. I felt bad that I did it, but I took it anyway.
Yeah.
But he was there with his family, and he just was like a dumpy British guy, very overweight and very unassuming. And I didn't approach him because I'm a New Yorker. New Yorkers don't approach famous people for any reason under the sun, because that's the guy's there with his family.
New York. That would kill New York if you did that.
Kill New York. You don't do that,
Yeah.
I did not know that he was part of that.
I was hoping, probably like you, that Johnny Ive was going to make a new computer phone developer that would supersede Apple.
Right.
That he would take the magic potion that Apple used to have.
Sure.
And like come out with something better. And then Apple would be IBM. Or whatever.
IBM, right? That's the right.
Just leave them in the dirt,
I mean, there's a reason why Steve gave Tim Cook the reins and not to Johnny Ive, because Johnny Ive is the designer and the dreamer, and Tim Cook is the bean counter.
Business guy.
And he knew that because he's a ruthless.
The truth is he's made more money. The truth is that Tim Cook has made more money for Apple.
Yeah.
Business-wise, he's made more money. He's more ruthless and less to do with the dream and the vision and more to do with the numbers. That is the truth. He's all numbers, yeah. I mean,
where did he just go recently?
Can I say to everyone, I wasted my money. I should have bought a 15. I was going from the 12 Pro, and I should have bought just a 15.
Yeah.
Used for $600. But no, I went for the latest and the greatest, and their increments of improvement each time. You got increments.
My 14 is way superior to this. I have a 17 right now.
I don't know if it's superior.
It is.
Is it superior?
The camera's the fucking same. I don't care what anybody says. Actually, what is it? Faster, slower? This phone's not faster. I don't have a
problem if it's not superior. This is perhaps superior, but by what increment?
Yeah,
by 0.5%.
Maybe.
Like that's not enough to spend €1,300.
I know. I feel so stupid. They offered me $800 as a trade-in rebate. My phone was pristine. I had never dropped it. It was always in a case.
What did you have? The 14, the 15?
14 Pro.
Do you miss it now?
I miss it tremendously. But I also missed my 11, which is my favorite iPhone I ever had. My 11. Slim, rounded corner, green, dark green iPhone 11. They gave me $1,000 to trade that thing in, and I did it.
That's
I regretted it. I mean, it's good to keep up with the
$1,000 for it. It's fucking great.
Well, they don't give you $1,000. It doesn't work like that. You trade in your phone, and then they incrementally deduct, $11.75 a month for the course of your new contract. So you never feel that money. Like, for an example, and this will interest no one, if you, as an American citizen, decide to buy a home in Italy, you have two choices. Is it prima casa, meaning that's going to be your residence, or do you buy it as you buy a secondary home? The difference is you get 2% taxes on prima casa, or 9 to 11% if that's your secondary holiday home. And do you get that money? Do they give you that money? And the other thing is, if you renovate a home in Italy, you will get, if it's your prima casa, you get 50% of the money that you put into the house. You get that money back in taxes. But you do get the money back, but you get it in every year that you, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. Every time you file your taxes, you get a reduction in your taxes of that amount incrementally. So do you ever get a check for that? No. It's the way that big business does things. Makes you feel like and you are, because, we're talking to Paul's cousin about, what he did. He lives in Rome, but he's got a secondary home in Le Marche, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, it's great if you can, because your taxes will be lower. He goes, but that won't mean anything for you because you guys, pay taxes in the United States. So with the Apple thing, you never feel that money. And now I understand. Next time I'm buying a fucking Motorola, or I'm going to get the Samsung. Because you know what? I don't care anymore. I've been in this ecosystem for Apple for how long? Do I have to have it? No, I don't.
What I'm saying is that maybe this is a bit more, I'm going in harder. That if it was Steve still around, that the new phone, we wouldn't be on an iPhone 17 yet. We'd still be back at 12 or 13 because the differences would be bigger.
I agree.
Tim Cook said, every fucking year we're going to put out something with a couple of little things and we're going to make a big squeal about it. Like they have to have it. And every shitwit will go, oh my God, I have to get it. And we'll give them a few new color options to dazzle their eyes.
Color.
Yeah. And we'll just fuck around with their heads. And we'll just keep making our current base pay ridiculous money. I feel like a fucking idiot. I should have fucking gone on Swappy, which is huge here in Europe, with refurbished perfect phones, and spend $600 on an iPhone 15, and I would have felt the difference, and the camera is better anyway. Blah blah blah. Instead, I said, now I should go. I've seen so many reviews, and the camera on the iPhone 17 is so. Meanwhile, I have the best cameras available to the general public, and what the fuck am I doing? It wasn't a fucking waste of time. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree at all.
I can't articulate myself anymore. All I'm saying is, Tim Cook, businessman. Steve Jobs, yes, businessman, but also visionary.
Steve was Sheen and I used to 20 years ago wait for betas to come out, and we trusted them so much that we would install them on our working machines, where we were constantly working on music projects that if it destroyed our computers, we would be fucksville. But we trusted Steve because Steve made sure that those things were taken care of before it got to the beta public. We were even in the beta program, which is not something I would ever entertain.
Even just the ideas were so new. You know what? Cool Beefcake says something correct that redeems him.
Yeah, that's
same
correct,
as Rolex each year. You're right. Rolex is like more of the same, pretty much. Yeah.
What is Rolex? So, what's their innovation? So, you could argue, and because I'm an Omega fanboy, that they bought George Daniels and they came out with the coax and everything became anti-magnetic.
Well, Rolex did it with the Land Dweller. They made that 36,000 beats per hour thing.
Yeah, okay.
And it is zero friction and or almost zero friction. That is an innovation. The Land Dweller, it was scoffed at because it looks like the old PRX or whatever.
It looks like
but our friend here, we don't know if he's our friend yet or what. He makes a good point. Rolex are small steps
because they don't have to.
Because they don't have to. Because we're still gonna cream our shorts, no matter what they do and put out. This year, I have to say, is the exemplar of that. Because really, what did they do that was interesting or whatever? But the truth is, they don't have to. They can just keep making subs. and day dates and and we'll still buy them. So really, it's kind of just it's the minimum. They're like, we have to put something out, so let's put something out, But it doesn't matter. They're still king.
They're king. I have the only Rolex I've ever wanted, and I don't want anything else. I liked it. I loved it. I got it. And you know what? They could put out am I curious if they put out a new Milgauss, what they would do to it? Sure. But it's not going to be the same. It'll be a production model, and who care? Like everybody, did you see all the specs that were coming out for because they're not going to do it until it's 75 years old. 70 is not a number that anyone cares about. So I knew that was not happening. Okay. But there was the British guy that's got the big arms, that British guy that talks about, he had all the mock-ups. And I wrote to him, I was like, you're totally wrong. It's not happening this year. If it happens at all. And if it does, what are they going to do? Rolex now patented not only the green, the glass verre, but they also have blue, red, and yellow. So maybe they'll be coming out with other color crystals. It's not very Rolexy. The green crystal was Rolex green. It made sense. Red doesn't make sense. Blue makes no sense. No. So I mean, who cares? It just doesn't make any sense. It's very, very fascinating stuff. But yeah, the whole Johnny, I didn't realize. I saw that Ferrari. I thought it was ugly. And I didn't realize that Johnny Ive had anything to do with it.
It gets uglier when you figure out that the base level model is 550 grand.
Yeah, it's a lot of
money. The full kitted out with all the extras model is $1 million.
What does that mean? Air conditioning?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's the full kit?
All air conditioning, but
it's got a powertrain. What does it mean? Full kit?
But anyone in their right mind who wants a Ferrari and has that money isn't.
I think Ferraris are delicious. I do. And if I had all the money in the world, would I buy one? No, because I don't want one.
No, I don't.
If I had all the money in the world, I'd buy a 1967 Cadillac Eldorado, and I'd be great with it.
Yeah,
because that's to me what appeals to me. Would I want a supercar? It all depends on how small your dick is. I think. Do I need that to make my statement in the world? I've tried to make my statement in the world 1 million times with singing and all the shit. I haven't been able to do it, so I don't care. Just give me a glass of wine and a great spot in the piazza, and I'm good to go. Because you know what?
You'd be lovely in a vintage Alfa Romeo with the hood down.
Sure, one of those. We talked about that. We talked about, you've been to Fano, right? It's the the ZTZ zone or whatever the fuck that's called. ZTL zone. Right? Yeah, so there's that, and you have to get a pretty small car.
In the center, you have parking in ZTL.
Correct. There's that too. Yeah. But you can't get a fucking Cadillac Eldorado. You got to get an old Alfa or something.
Cadillac is a boat. You can't drive one of those around the Italian.
It's a land yacht. You can't get those.
No, that's a boat. That's for big stupid roads.
America.
You can't go around beautiful little Italian streets in one of those things.
You need to get a smart car.
No, you don't have to get a smart car. You can get something
more elegant.
You can get something much more elegant. In my Bologna video, there's a tell me what car this is. I'll pull it up, and it's an American couple. She's clearly a model, and I don't know who the fuck he is. I was just look at this pair, they're fucking gorgeous. Probably they look like Americans, and they've rented this fucking car and they're going around Italy. And I just caught them for a moment. Let me find my Bologna video.
Oh, this is something
you can tell me because you know cars more.
I'm pretty good with cars. Yeah. Modern cars, I'm not.
I don't know cars like you.
The vintage shit, I know everything, but the modern stuff.
This is not modern. This is.
Oh, it's vintage.
I need to find the moment in it, though. It's gonna be fucking rough, but we'll see what I can do. But this is classic. I was like, that pair, they know what they're doing, whoever the fuck they are. Why isn't this YouTube? You're fucking garbage, man.
YouTube is
What's wrong with you? You can't fucking play.
Keeping me at 2,000 subscribers for 4 years. Fuck off.
Look at this
I know there's more of you out there in the dark.
That is crazy, actually.
It is crazy that I've consistently kept that same amount of subscribers for 3 years. Okay.
That is weird.
You're on the boat.
So let me find this pair.
Oh, look at you with you got a shotgun knife. That's your lens? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's one of them, yeah. Big monster. God, where are they?
Is that where we ate dinner?
Find this. Yeah.
Oh, that place was fucking brutally great, man. What a fucking night that was. You know what? One of the best nights of my life, man. Sitting there having dinner.
Good. It was a good day. We went to the
fucking. That was the church. That having.
This is when I go to see that little Venice. You're supposed to open the thing and see water, and there was no water.
Oh,
and I was like, fuck that.
Jesus,
it's supposed to be little Venice there.
Why is that dried out?
I was like, fuck that. So where is this pair? I need to find them because it's super fucking cool. Oh man, am I gonna be able to find
could you look at that cheese? Jesus Christ!
You miss Bologna now?
Swing. Swing.
You know what, Bologna? I was saying to James the other day, and he was agreeing. Like, Bologna is for going for a day and enjoying the food and then coming back.
Yeah, I agree. I've now been there, and
hey, there's your favorite place now.
This day, let me tell you guys about going here. I lost my thing. It fell off me. My bracelet that I bought
your
there.
little bracelet that you bought.
The day I went to go get my blood work done, when I came home, it wasn't on me, and I have no idea where it went.
Can you hear the music?
No.
Let me see.
I was ashamed.
Can you hear sound?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can hear something?
It was a great day, man. That place was extraordinary. Man, that's distant from fuck. Wow. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was a really unexpected surprise. I didn't know it was going to be that extraordinary. And then after we went to this beautiful basilica cathedral, really, and then we went and we had 2 bottles of prosecco in this little roadside Kent. It was just gorgeous. It was our last day in Italy. It was pretty great. It was a great
day. You were angry. I remember you were like, fuck. And somebody came depressed. Up on my Instagram. Yeah, there they are. Someone came up on my Instagram who was like, I'm angry. I'm in Italy and I'm angry, and this is why. And he's like, why can't we find food like this? Why can't we sit out on the streets like this back home? I'm angry because I have to leave tomorrow. And I thought of you. Okay, so this is the shot. So I'll play through it because you'll see. If you want me to pause, I'll turn off the music.
Yeah, I want to see more of the dimensions and what that is.
And by the way, it looks like a kit car to me. Car is nearby where we stopped and we had drinks. Look, the two of them.
Yeah, we walked around and
Scandinavian bitch or whoever. And he has a cap on, so he's American because only Americans do that shit.
Yeah,
I think I showed them drive. Look, what is that?
I mean, it looks like a Porsche Roadster, but I mean, it's got the dimensions of the Porsche Roadster, the famous car that killed what's his face, James Dean.
Look at the wooden steering wheel. These are not Italians,
but this car looks like a Italian car to me.
Or a cap.
That's not. Yeah, that Irish. It looks like a 356. But it's got a logo on the side of that.
Spectre?
Yeah, this is it's called a Speedster. But this looks
Jim
to me
Patterson
like
it's a Porsche 356. Okay.
It's a 356. Yeah, I mean that's the famous
wheels.
Yeah, those are the original.
This is not his car.
This looks like it was. This is a complete restoration done by probably some custom shop. Because look at the
net
dash and the interior.
job on this bitch. This is definitely a model.
Yeah,
and this is some actor or something. Maybe I don't know who he is. Maybe he's famous. You can't tell. He's covering his identity. But they got into this car right in front of me, and this is the bar where we had a bunch of prosecco. Exactly that spot.
We had a lot of prosecco.
Yeah, that's right. And then look, there it is.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a Porsche Speedster.
This pair are about to drive across Tuscany. You know,
they got a long way to go.
Yeah, they're on their adventure. Look. And they rented this beautiful vintage, gorgeous car.
Yeah,
I'm glad I found that.
It's beautiful. Yeah, that's the car that James Dean died in.
Oh, was it that one? You know who repaired that car? Who fixed it up because it was mangled? I won't say her name. My Lydia's mom's father. Lydia's grandfather in Vicenza.
Really?
Yeah. Repaired that car.
How did you get it?
Reconstructed that car in Vicenza.
Didn't he die? Doesn't that accident in LA? Did they ship it there?
They shipped it here, and it was reconstructed and sold.
Oh, so Jim says he died in a spider. Is that right? Sorry.
Someone in Italy has that car. I don't know shit about cars. You know who does? Lydia's mom. She knows fucking everything about cars. Ferrari. She knows the entire... I consulted her when I was doing my thing on the Sterling Moss documentary about Enzo. About Enzo and his history in the cars.
Yeah, I'm wrong. He died in a 550 Spider.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's a very classic. That Speedster. That's at the beginning of the Porsche. That's when you want.
A Porsche Spider could stand up in my soup. I wouldn't fucking know.
I mean, at the end of the day, Porsches to me mostly look like shoes. Yeah, I mean, Porsches have never gotten me horny because they look like clogs. They look like shoes. I don't think that they're beautiful cars. I think Ferraris are beautiful cars. I think the classic 1950s and 60s American cars are beautiful, and the rest of them. And now all cars just look like sleeper to me. They're all rounded and bulbous and blah. So, yeah,
they certainly don't look like that. That pair.
No, they were beautiful back then.
The class.
That's super class, and you know they're rich. They're probably
leather gloves, driver's gloves. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. Wonderful's right. It's Ferdinand Porsche who designed the Beetle. It's the same thing. It's the Volkswagen, which means the people's car, and it was a collaboration between everybody's favorite dictator Adolf Hitler and Porsche, Ferdinand Porsche. So that car is very related to the Beetle and the Nazi Party because ding ding ding, kids enjoy that. They look like they're on their way to like Lake Como. They're going
from Bologna.
Yeah, it's easy.
They're starting out there. I mean, they may have started out there, but no. Bologna is the pathway to Tuscany. That's where they're headed. That's where they're going. They're going down to the Tuscan hills. They have some fucking villa rented. Mm-hmm.
You think they came from like Villa d'Este first? They flew in and then they stayed at Villa d'Este for a couple of days. I heard that hotel's falling apart.
Into Bologna, I don't know. It's just I can tell they're doing the Tuscan Hills shit, and they'll go down. They'll do, I don't know, fucking Bulgaria.
Somebody in America's flying to Bologna direct now from New Jersey. I got to look up who that is. I was like, huh? Because that's not a bad.
Sardinia from New York now. 3 flights a day to Sardinia. Yeah, I think that's Delta or someone.
I have very little interest in going there. Paul's like, we gotta go. I'm like, all right. I have so many places on my hit list before Sardinia. But
Sardinia it looks like Ireland, but it has more sun.
It's got more cheese.
Yeah. I don't care for the cuisine in Sardinia at all.
Yeah, a lot of raisins, right?
One of their delicacies is an oxtail soup that's dried and put in the fridge and frozen, not frozen, but chilled, and then put in slices. It's kind of gross.
Sounds gross.
They don't know what a proper spaghettata is or a proper pizza. They have no clue what they're
Nobody
doing.
does.
If you want to eat the fish, which you don't want to, then yeah, because of course they're an island, and their Cananao wine. I don't think they have the proper wine culture. They have one called Firmadu. It's I don't know. It's rustic and heavy and tannic and odd, and I don't know about Sardinia for that stuff. But a lot of wealthy go to Sardinia because it has the Costa Smeralda, which is with some of the greatest water in the world, some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. And if you're a gazillionaire, you can fly in whatever French wine you want. So it doesn't matter,
Because it's right there.
Yeah, well, you have Corsica right next to you. When we were going up the top of Sardinia in the car, the radio started picking up French radio stations coming from Corsica. No, crazy. So we're hearing French.
I believe it.
Yeah. It's kind of wild. So it looks like, if I don't know, the far west of Ireland, Connemara or something, was a tad more arid and hotter.
Sure.
During the summer months, and that's what it
Ray would have a better tan.
Yeah. But Ray wouldn't feel away from home as much.
Right.
Because there's a lot of grass and green, and it does feel like the West. There's rough landscape and rough coast.
It's hearty.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of sheep.
It was funny because last night I was with Deborah and we were talking for ages, and she wants to go to Ireland and she's never been. She's been around.
Oh, wow.
And I was showing her some of my documentary on the phone, and she goes, "It looks like Sardinia." I think you're fucking right. It does. Because that's to her, that computed is like the west of Ireland looked like Sardinia to her. Wow. So that's what Sardinia looks like. You'll get there eventually, but you've got a lot more other places to hit before you go there.
I have one major one on my hit list, and you know what it is. I want to see Napoli. Yeah. I want to go.
We have
coffee at Gambrini. I want to have the pizza. I'll have the fried folded fucking that cunt.
Yeah, I'll take
I want all that shit. I want to go do it for an overnight. We'll stay in a hotel overnight for one night.
Yeah.
And then get the fuck out of there. Because I don't think, and of course I've never been to Sicily as well. So that's, that's all in the eventual.
All on the list, man.
I mean, all the other big cities, I've seen them all. Been to Rome 800,000 times, Milano 1,000 times, Florence 1,000 times, Venice 1,000. I've been everywhere.
You don't need to see those. What you need to discover now is all the little golden little towns.
Sure.
No one goes to.
Yeah, all of that stuff. I want to go down to Lecce and Brindisi and all that. I want to go to all those crazy boot places and sample all their crazy. It's a shame I don't eat seafood, and I understand that. But that's what
that's going to be a thing.
Right, that's fine.
I'll be a thing for you.
No, that's fine. I'm like not tempted in any way. But
you'll be like, give me the olive oil. So I had an idea, right? I guess I'll share it. Nobody's watching anyway.
Should you? Nobody's watching anyway.
That's an Archie thing. Nobody's watching anyway.
Nobody's watching anyway.
So when I did the Ireland thing, and one of the side subjects was like looking for chowder. Because I had lots of other stuff in there, but chowder was like a line in there that was, finding different chowders throughout Ireland, the best chowder, blah, blah. And I do find the best chowder. I believe that that's the greatest chowder in Ireland. Maybe I'm wrong.
But well, you certainly had enough of them that time.
I had a lot of them, and a lot of them I didn't film, and they weren't worth it.
Oh.
But I was thinking, rather than finding the best pizza, finding the best pasta, or whatever, what about
everybody does that?
What about doing a tour of Italy, finding the best olive oil in Italy? But I mean oil that you just want the oil and a piece of bread.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of crushed salt and sea salt, and that's it.
Yeah,
I'm done.
yeah.
So that's my idea of a great night. Is just a bottle of wine and some great bread and olive oil. I'm done. I don't need any. I don't need cheese. I don't need any of that. None of it. Isn't that just gorgeous?
So you'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy the bread.
I could live on olive oil.
And listen, I have to say, when you get south of Bologna, the oil gets way better. I have to say, Tuscany, it's just higher level than they have here.
I mean,
it's just better.
The best olive oil I've ever tasted in my life is from Sciacca, Sicily. And it was by far head and shoulders above any Toscano olive oil I've ever had. I could not believe it. And that was entry level, which is Partano, which is a very, very high quality olive oil. And then I started to get some. But can I tell you that, and you know, when I was in Portugal, Poland, 1,000 years ago, 99, the olive oil was incredible. Too long for me to use it as a reference, but my neighbors, Rach and Rafa, they're Spaniards, and they brought me back a bottle of that Spanish olive oil that destroyed anything I've ever tasted in my life. I wanted to drink it.
Well, you know, the Spaniards will say that, you know, many things, they have jamon, and they look at prosciutto and they're like, yeah, it's okay.
I know they like to. Well, all of Europe loves
their jamon is like, for them, is way superior to Italian prosciutto.
Sure. They're the best art, the best music, the best wine, the best lovers, the best. That's.
Listen, I'll take Spanish wine.
Yeah, I like it now. It took me a while, but I like it. They turned me onto that too. It took me a while. I don't know if I had Unico, if I would like it, and I've had it a couple of times with you guys, and I'm like, man, not for me. What do I think?
I'll take Spanish wine. If all other wines in the world were banned other than Spanish wine, I'd be like, fine.
I would still drink that too. I mean, I would rather drink that than drink like the shit of California.
No. Yeah, between Spain and California, we'll take Spain.
I would drink Croatian wine before. I think Croatian wine is fucking delicious. You drank a lot of that when you were there, right?
Yeah, I was okay, but
the Super Tuscan was fucking out of this world delicious. I don't know. You know what? Like the Rafa brought me home an olive oil on his last trip, two trip. They're always in Spain, and it was, first of all, the color of it was, it was the deepest, darkest green I've ever seen, and it was. You didn't even need salt. You just put some bread in it, and it was divine. I couldn't believe it. And I wound up destroying that bottle within a week because I was just dipping bread in it. I didn't even use it because you're not going to cook with that or anything. God, no.
So some olive oils are like, you can put it in a dish or whatever. Other olive oils are too precious to do that.
Correct.
You just don't want them on the plate with
it was precious. Bread. Yeah, it was super precious. It was.
I feel like doing like a 8-part series or something
on olive oil. Well, do the shit that Stanley Tucci won't do. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'll do
Carbonara with cream.
I'll actually speak Italian. I won't talk out of my ass.
Yeah.
I won't put steak cubes on packery. Fucking moron. The guy's a charlatan. Sorry.
I know. Mark in Brooklyn, you're totally right. 75% of the imported Italian egg, especially if you buy Filippo Berio or Bertolli or any of those Pompeian. We all know this. You cannot buy those brands. Yeah. I mean, because the mafia in New Jersey controls the olive oil and the tomatoes. So, like San Marzano tomatoes and all those kinds of things. Listen,
you have to remember there's big business in the middle, and when there's big business, then we have trouble.
It's trouble. So you got to be very, very careful of that stuff.
I think I have a thing from Vincenzo's palette or whatever his name is.
Vincenzo's plate. Yeah, I watched them
plates. Yeah, I bet all he knows his shit.
The same as your olive oil in Italy. You get the DOC, DOCG. The DOP for cheese and olive oil. You have to be very cognizant of the regulations when you're in Italy.
It is reliable, but you have to read the label. They sell different versions. If the bottle says 100% Italian, it is a solid B tier. De Cecco, C tier. We all know they make fantastic pasta, but their olive oil is just okay. Cutrera, S tier. If you put this on a piece of bread, you don't need anything else. Pompeian, F tier.
Garbage.
It is a clear plastic bottle. The light and the plastic destroy olive oil.
Yeah.
Do not put this on my tomato salad, please. All Italia, A tier. This is the brand trusted by thousands of chefs inside of Italy. It is clean, reliable, and 100% authentic. Buono Val di Mazzara.
Oh, that's good shit.
Look at the neck of the bottle. It has the DOP.
They sell it at a food seller.
That means every single drop is guaranteed to come from a specific region in Sicily. It is authentic, fruity, and peppery. Monini, B tier. It won't blow your mind on a bruschetta, but if you use it for ragu, for sauces, it actually does the job. Lucchini, S tier.
Oh, that's fucking S tier.
Fresh. And it gives you that beautiful little burn in the back of your throat. That burn.
I like that burn.
Me too. I want it.
Cento, C tier.
Wow.
It's fine if you're frying eggplants.
There's a shocker that comes up.
Great tomatoes, though. I mean, there's San Marzano tomatoes.
Hang on, there's a shocker.
Partanna, S tier.
Oh,
It is
yeah,
a
that's mine.
rich and perfect for finishing a beautiful pasta dish.
Red can.
Ravida, S tier,
Yeah.
premium quality, a masterpiece
Ravida.
of Sicilian agriculture. Bertolli, F tier. They take oil
Bertolli.
from different parts of the world, I guess, mix them together, and process the life out of them.
Tunisian bollocks.
Zero aroma. Lorenzo number 5, Barbera, S tier. If you're making a caprese salad, this is your secret weapon. Filippo Berio, D tier.
Oh, Berio.
Read the back of the label right now. It sounds Italian, right? But in tiny print, it says blend of olive oils from Mediterranean or from Europe. It is a no EU blend.
That's the
It is
shocker.
no Italian.
Oh,
You're-
Filippo Berio, yeah.
Oh, very.
Frankie 457 Spuntino, S tier, an incredible finishing oil that you can actually find in many US stores. Do you agree with my ranking? La Vita, B tier. Look, it is reliable.
So in America, the only Italian brands that people knew were Filippo Berio and Bertolli. Those are the only brands that anyone ever saw growing up that you could buy that was Italian. You know, we had Wesson and all the corn oils, Mazzola. But if you were buying olive oil, Filippo Berio and Bertolli, and that was all there was. My mother, when she decided to get a little more authentico, she bought the tin, the big fucking giant tin of Filippo Berio, and it was we thought that was real olive oil. We didn't know, because that's how they sell shit, like what the business Apple does, you know.
It's like any mozzarella in New York, garbage.
Yeah.
Or in the United States. I've never had a real mozzarella in the
Rosatios. Next time you're here, I'll go to Rosatios and
Okay.
I'll get some. And because you know what, they got the vat in the back and they got Enzo in the back, and he's got his big fucking hairy paws in the boiling water and that shit.
I've just never had a real mozzarella.
Because you're not gonna. Because you're not, you know, this is just there's approximations, and that's about all there can possibly be. There's, you know, it's like, listen, New York City water is incredible. We're lucky we have that. New York City pizza, for if you like New York pizza, the water is very important. It's not the same thing as Italian pizza. That's why New York City pizza can't be replicated, because of the minerality in the water. The things you get in Italy taste like the basics of what they're supposed to be. The cream, the water, the flour, all of that stuff is natural, and they have legislation against them tampering with it. So that's why it all tastes so good. And I try to explain that to people. I hold up a bottle of a bag of DiCecco versus a bag in the States. DiCecco pasta, which is considered a pretty good quality pasta, it has 6 ingredients in America, and it is 3 flour, 2 flour, water in Italy. That's all it has. Yeah. It's all the shit they got to put in there to ship it across the fucking ocean, and it also costs 63 cents. If you want me to stick it deeper in your hole, it's 63 cents as opposed to $4.
Pasta is very cheap here.
Yeah.
That's why COVID was so easy for the Italians. They just lined their fucking presses with pasta and oil and a little whatever,
some bread and
bread.
And some
And
veggies.
they're some canned tomatoes, tomato sauce, and they can survive. And vino that costs less than $1, and they can survive. They don't need steaks in the fridge. They have a bidet. They don't need loo paper, toilet paper. They have the bidet, or they get in the shower. So they're able. Even the finer Italians who like the finer things in the world are able to go down to zero when they need and survive on low power consumption. That was the problem with the United States. They're like, where are my pork chops? Where are my steaks in my freezer? Where am I need more toilet.
I need my freezer in the bathroom, so I go to Costco and I can load that shit up.
Go to Costco and load everything up, and there's big fights and all that. The Italians are like, wow, we have to go back to zero again? Sure, let's do it. Boom. And they just like fucking reduce back to zero again. It's amazing. Because they just have it in their culture. They're probably fucking happier to do it.
Yeah.
You know, how many Italians do I know here who just have a salad or a little plate of cheese? That's their dinner. They don't need a fucking...
The day after we looked at the fucking place in Fulham, we went across the street to that, that little cafe there.
Mozzarella or bufala? So, sorry. It's an interesting question. Come back. Put a pin in that for a second. Mozzarella or bufala? Bufala is a buffalo mozzarella. It's a bit more luxurious, but I know people, and I might be one.
I don't like it.
Prefers the cow mozzarella over the buffalo. Okay.
Too soft.
Then there's yeah.
It's creepy.
Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I think that's a great thing because I saw that comment too. Buffalo mozzarella. One thing you can't get that you get in Italy when you get a fresh mozzarella, when you cut it, there's density there. It's substantial because this has been handcrafted by artisans and fucking Enzo and Giuseppe and all these motherfuckers. They're doing this shit. When you buy fresh mozzarella, you could put the knife and it just falls through it like it's butter. And that is very similar to the consistency of the buffalo mozzarella in Italy. Which is, if you like that, great. It's just an opinion, but I love that dense mozzarella, homemade mozzarella thing that, like, you go into like a bar. Like I was just saying, we went to this cafe and she said, we just got a couple of spritzes. They were out of select, so we just got Campari or whatever. And she brought out the usual chips and stuff. She goes, "You guys want some mozzarella?" We're like, "Yeah, sure." She brought mozzarella and olives, and it was the denser kind that we could put on the bread that she put on the table, and it was magical for free. Yeah. It's part of the coperta.
It's part of it's just because you're having drinks. The other thing is burrata, which is commonly misunderstood.
Yeah.
If you have burrata, in Verona, if you have burrata in Verona with bread, it will change your life. Like burrata, when you have the proper burrata, it's like you're eating a steak. It's like a fine steak. It's beautiful. But everyone goes crazy about buffalo mozzarella. And I have to say, I like the regular cow mozzarella. It's light, fluffy, and it disappears on the palate. And it's fucking cheap as hell here, and it's always high quality. I went to Italy. We were in Napa Valley with some friends years ago, and we stopped in some fancy restaurant with lovely service. And they went on about their mozzarella dish, and when the stuff came out, I had to shut up because I wasn't paying the bill. And they all thought it was impressive. And I thought, this is the fucking most plastic garbage I have ever seen in my whole life. No one in this building, including the chefs and the waiters, have ever had a real mozzarella in front of them. They have no clue.
Where was this?
It's a slice of plastic that was melted. It was complete garbage. I don't know. It's one of the sticking points. The United States. I don't think I've ever had a real mozzarella, like a real one.
I know one place. That's the only one I know. One place that you will just
in New York.
it's Rosario's in Astoria. that's handmade every single morning. But I wasn't kidding. His name is Enzo. I wasn't kidding. He's got big fucking hairy Italian hands, and this guy's in there fucking labor. Because you ever see the way
he's making it himself.
He's making himself in a vat of boiling water. It's incredible, and it is such a treat. And when you have it, I don't even use it. I don't even eat it with bread. I just slice it with olive oil and salt, and that's the meal.
Yeah.
I don't want anything else. I don't want bread to ruin that experience.
Listen, the truth is, when you're in Italy, you won't have a problem. You can have all the cheese and all the oil and all the tomatoes. You won't have a problem, but you will find yourself in restaurants with fish and all that.
But I always do. Like, who cares? Who cares? I don't fucking care.
This is the local delicacy, and you'd be like, but I can't try.
The worst was Trieste, because in Trieste, it's all about the catch of the day. You know, we were there with Paul's dad's cousin's husband, his uncle, whatever. And he was like the mayor of the unofficial mayor of Trieste. And he would, we'd walk in. We could never pay a bill, ever. He would I got him one day, and he was so fucking mad at me. Because I said, oh, we saw this really great restaurant over there. Can we go there? He's like, yeah, sure, we can go there. But I had already called them and said, we're coming in there and we're paying the bill. Don't fucking take it. Don't allow. So it was great. But that guy, they would be like, look, it's fresh eyes from the sea. It was like all kinds of crazy langostino and all the shit that and all, things with eyeballs and all kinds of crazy shit. I don't care. I'm not that guy. I'll have the salad with the cheese and the bread, or can you have broccoli rabe, or I don't care. Go eat all of your carrion. I don't care. It's none of my business. Knock yourself out.
What I'm saying is, you'll have the pick of the crop. You won't have to settle. You'll be like,
I've never had to settle in Italy.
I'm in the corner here with some amazing fucking cheese, amazing olive oil, and all of that. And,
you don't know what you're missing, Dirk. I love that story, man. I love when people say that to me. You have, oh my God, they're eating like, some kind of whatever fucking murder fucking extravaganza. And they're like, you don't know what you're fucking missing. I do know what it is. It's called humanity. So go fuck yourself. If you're going to bring it up, because I'm not going to, but if you want to say, you don't know what you're fucking missing, this tripe is delicious. You're a fucking savage.
You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine.
I've never been disappointed in a single solitary restaurant.
Nobody killed the grapes, okay? So
yeah, but we did. They've been those tomatoes have been murdered. What is that from? That's not great. Is it from Notting Hill?
You'd be like, yes. I have bread, oil, vino,
cheese.
Leave me alone. I have a ball of beautiful mozzarella.
I'm not going to mention the fucking carrion on your plate. I don't care. It's none of my business. Don't go, you don't know what you're fucking missing. This fucking veal is delicious. I'm like, that's someone's baby. That's a child. And if somebody says that to me,
that's something I've never done as a steak eater and a meat eater.
You've never done that.
I've never shamed
the
vegetarian or the vegan. Never.
Well, vegans, they're assholes.
They can be, but
they ruin vegetarians.
I've never gone to, oh, don't you look at the beautiful steak I'm having? Look at me.
Yeah. That's like me saying, you have no idea how good that dick tastes. You're missing out. It's the same fucking thing. You have no idea what you're missing. Oh, you have no idea. Have you never? I love when people say, oh my God, have you never been with a woman before? I'm like, yeah, more than you. Likely. You moron. And that's why I made a decision to not go back there. Fucking idiots. People who say shit like that. You have no idea what you're fucking missing. Clip it.
I've been saying it for years to you that if tomorrow the governments of the world went, listen, the party's over, we got to stop killing the fucking chickens and the aliens came down. They went, listen, if either you stop it or we're going to evaporate your planet in a second because we have a Death Star parked over here. So you either stop that horse shit or forget it. And they go, listen, whatever steak you have in the fridge, eat it now because that's the end. And from now on, it's cheese, bread, olive oil, whatever. But I'd be like,
horrible.
okay. I wouldn't be like, I'd be like, yeah, okay. Can I have vino? Yeah, it's crushed grapes. Can I have some cheese? Yeah, sure. That's it's a product of the animal, not the animal. And can I have some bread? Fine. That's fine. I don't digest bread well, but I'll learn.
I mean, I've got celiac in my family. I'm so grateful it didn't touch me. You definitely have a touch of that for sure because you don't digest grains well. It's a real thing. People don't realize when they say, "Oh, I can't tolerate."
I was bloated all yesterday because I ate some bread and gnocchi. My whole day yesterday, I was bloated. My pants wouldn't fit on me, and then I put them on today, and they fit the exact same pants. I expanded like a balloon. Isn't that crazy? Ray,
Because
so
that's
this
what it does.
Oil stuff important, yes. Unfortunately, Ireland still have to figure out olive oil. It just isn't in our culture. Think of potatoes, man.
You got butter, though, my friend.
You have butter and potatoes.
Butter.
Olive oil is the same Mediterranean version, and
it's Milan is to Napoli. Milan, yeah, he's right. Listen to that man. That's just not a thing for the Irish. But you know what you can do? Make a gorgeous pot of potatoes and throw some Kerrygold, maybe some sauteed spinach or kale on top, or whatever your fucking your cabbage. Some gorgeous fucking.
Our systems are built a little different.
Yeah,
my daughter struggles because her DNA is half and half, and certain things she doesn't process as well as other things.
Yeah,
but man, you put her in front of a fucking plate of spaghetti.
Yeah,
you want my daughter to shut up and stop talking? You just stick her in front of a fucking plate of spaghetti.
I want spaghetti right now.
Go silent for 13 minutes. This is great. Murder that stuff. But yeah.
Andre Levshin says Trieste is the best coffee and pastries. Now listen, I've been to Trieste many a time, and I've had the coffee, and it is mostly Ely because that's where it's founded. And yes, absolutely the best coffee I've ever had to this day in my life is in Trieste, for sure.
Better than Vienna.
I had coffee in Vienna. I was like not impressed by it.
I had a ton of coffee in Vienna. It's good, but it
was good. Trieste is better. I want to go to Napoli and I want to go to Gambrinus because that is the place that
I have Napolitano beans in the house. They smell weird when I grind them.
Well, listen, the only thing I can do is go there and say they were wrong. Because everybody says you go into Gambrinus.
We've got to go to that famous cafe. What's it called?
In where?
In Napoli.
Gambrinus. That's the place.
Gambrinus?
It's Roman. It's Latin. Gambrinus. I'll pull it up.
Well, we have to go there. Is that where Conan O'Brien went that time?
Yes, that's exactly where we went with that guy who's hilarious.
That's very, very famous. That's one of the greatest coffees in the world. We have to go there and have a coffee at the bar.
Yes.
Standing at the bar like they do.
Okay,
like they all do here.
We
got to try it.
There you go. This apparently is the best coffee you'll ever have in your life. That guy's what, 3 feet tall?
That's it.
He's making a cappuccino. That's cappuccino. I'd like to see an espresso cafe.
I don't care about coffee art, by the way.
That's new. That's right. Nice cafe, though.
800 years old.
Oh.
It's been there for like 800 years, that cafe, in some capacity or another. It's one of the oldest cafes in the world. I think the oldest cafe in the world is... Do you guys have the oldest cafe in the world?
Florian, 306.
Florian is the oldest, right? Okay. This place has been in the public for some fucking...
continually operating.
Continually operating.
They haven't closed their doors in 306 years.
Wow.
And their coffee is fucking incredible. And you don't have to spend $13 if you don't want to sit outside. You can stand in the bar inside and you spend $2.
Oh, is that right? Can you just go up to the bar at Florian and just have a quick one?
Absolutely. And what do you think the Italians do? You think the Italians sit outside and watch the stupid band? They're not interested. That's for tourists.
Coffee is a drug. Who wants to hear Conti Pop?
Coffee is a drug. It serves a purpose. It's not about sitting down. And that's one of the great thing about Trieste. It has the Viennese thing, like the sit down, long, read the newspaper vibe, like Bewley's Cafe in Dublin, like that kind of vibe, like the, James Joyce kind of ponder over several coffees over the afternoon. The Italians, they're like, what are you doing? You go in, you stand at the bar, you talk to your friend, due caffè lisci, grazie, boom, boom, and then you get back to work. Coffee is not for pleasure. It's a drug that keeps you going. That's the way they see it.
I mean, that's what it is.
I don't like it. I prefer long, nice, fucking gentle coffee.
I like to go in there and get my shot of smack, fucking pound it and leave. That's my.
You know how you make Italians run away from you? You carry a coffee through the street.
I would never do
like
that.
Sometimes I'll get a long, big coffee, like I'm in Starbucks, and I'll walk down the roads. That's how you make Italians go.
I've never done that in my life. I've never bought
or eat a sandwich on the street. Eating in public, the Italians like, what kind of animal are you?
You're an animal.
Like you're walking down the street eating a sandwich as you walk. The Italians will just go, oh my God, because they're super high educato here. Like they're like, no, eating is for sitting down. Coffee is for at the bar. Then you walk from place to place. You don't.
I've never seen
food with you like you're an animal.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to. Did you know? The Hot Guy Cafe. So like the Cafe Centrale, that I think it was Dana asked if they had a to-go cup because like we were really going somewhere, and he looked at her like this. He went like this.
Yeah,
and he went and he begrudgingly got her a cup. And they
don't do it. I mean, my friends do it for me because they're like, oh, whatever, he can have what he wants. And I like a lot of habits, but I know that I'm a vulgarian. Like I admit it. Right. Carrying a coffee around in my hand, what's wrong with me? But I'm stuck. I like it, especially during the cold weather. Now I will do it a lot less. I'll have a little macchiato and I'll be out.
Coffee is just
during the cold weather. I like a nice big fucking hot. It's like the cup of tea or the pot of tea. Like a nice big hot coffee in my hand to heat me up and coddle me.
Tea you must sit with. Tea you must. That is a comfort thing. For me, coffee is just heroin. Boom.
Would you walk around? Would you get a you wouldn't go to Starbucks, but would you get a big coffee and hold it in your hand?
Never. I've never done that in my life.
I like that because I'm like, this is like a heat source.
I get that.
They look down on me. Andreas told me. He's like, I would never drink that. Mi fa schifo. Mi fa schifo. I'm like, all right. I'm just.
I mean, whatever. Go over to Centrale Venese and you go in there and you just sit, you plop your arse across the fucking road, and then the guy shows up, they bring you your shit, and you just go like this. And that's your morning. And then you get your caffeine in your bloodstream, and then you figure out what you're gonna do. And for me, I hope it's picking out tiles or some shit.
It'll be some of that. Let's close it up. I gotta go.
Yeah. Let's go. Go to bed. Congratulations on your incredible achievement, 400,000 subscribers. Holy shit! Did you ever think that could possibly happen when you joined the YouTube?
No. Jeez, I was excited when I had 1,000 subscribers. I was like, oh my God, this is so crazy. Yeah,
it's crazy. 400,000. That's why I know when I read your celebrity net wealth, I saw that you got millions of dollars in the bank, and that wife that's so supportive. And like, it just goes to show because you built this empire. Amazing. Guys, like and subscribe to the Oisín O'Malley channel if you haven't already. He's doing very well over there, and congratulations, my friend, on your amazing achievement. Well, yeah, I'm never gonna go past this. I've been fucking flatlining for as long as I want. I keep what I get, and people come in and go, you know, I like that Dirk guy, but you know what? He doesn't like Israel. Fuck him. What else could it possibly be?
If it was that, then I'd be losing them hand over fist.
But you're getting old. Everybody's
turning. You have to put out the real content.
The tides are turning.
Can't get it off the lives. Look at Tim. He's been hammering away, and he's been hovering at the same spot. Yeah. It's lives don't get you new audience. Lives is for
that's movie reviews, baby. I'm doing movie reviews.
Movie reviews is a great idea.
And what cooks Dirk? I'm gonna make all the Becky Brown recipes, all the Bashers recipes. I'm gonna cook what they send me.
Brings the people in, but because currently it's Handsome Joe and what's the other pair that you sing the song for? Whatever.
I got songs for everybody. It's not just
all the people who are already in the room. That's not growing enough. That's just stagnant.
It's wonderful, wonderful. Jim Patterson's on.
Now, what's the couple? Mork
Eminem Madness, Mork and Mindy Man. Hold on. Wait.
It's really nice. I hope they give you like $1,000 a month.
Sounds Jewish, doesn't it?
No, it sounds like old ragtime. Old ragtime.
Yeah, it's ragtime. Stride piano and that shit.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. I'm sure they're delighted.
They are.
You know who loves that song and comes back for that song? Mork and Mindy.
No. You have no idea the emails I get. You're wrong. I get like Joe LaFaro and I get like Ray, like, fuck, I can't get the Mork and Mindy song out of my head. Fucking, you're a dick. People I don't even know. Like one guy last week, LA Addict.
That's like complaining there's a pebble in your shoe.
There's a pebble in my shoe.
There's gum on the other underside of your sneaker. I'm just saying, like,
is that your dog?
You're keeping. I don't know. If you want to build the audience, you have to extend beyond just placated. Listen, I never got any subs out of my lives either. My lives are for the people who are already in the room. Hey, everybody, come over to the water cooler so we can all talk together. They're already in the office.
Right.
You need to bring new people in the office.
Cheers to you, my friend.
What are you having? What's that? Oh, that's your Prosecco.
It's my Prosecco. Cheers to you, my friend. I love you very much. Thanks for our incredible friendship and all the shit that we've been through and all that we're going to go through later on in this fucking crazy ass fucking world. And you know what? Mazel tov, motherfuckers. MMF. Mazel tov, motherfuckers. That's my new thing. I just invented it. Oh, you like the metal version better? See, I had to take it down because Julian used to get fucking whatever that syndrome is. Because Julian, he's an older fella and he doesn't like the I didn't even do a metal version. If I had Emmett do it, Emmett is a better metal artist than I will ever be. I'm a fucking opera fucking Broadway queen that fucking learned how to sing from the bel canto. Fucking Emmett, when he does metal, that's metal.
Yeah, he's good.
That kind of metal, I'm like afraid of that. Like, oh my God, he must worship Satan. I don't know how that shit works. Like his shit is like gack. I'm like the biggest pussy metal artist there ever has been. Because at the end of the day, I studied bel canto and I'm a big opera Broadway queen. And that's the end of that story. Guys, thank you so much. Let's talk about the beautiful super chatters. Ray. Pierre Technic. Well, first time I've ever seen you on here, I believe, but the observatory looks familiar. Thank you so much. Joe LaFaro, Handsome Joe. Paz. What can I tell you? You guys need to sit across from each other and just play bass. And then I'm getting verklempt already. Thank you so much. I do my own drilling. Come on, man. It's not real. Come on. Paz again. I do my own drilling. You know it's not real. The history of Palestine is a rich thing with beautiful people. Give back America to the American indigenous people. It's the same thing. Gabri, I don't even know what to say about you. You're one of the most beautiful people in the whole wide world. You live in a place of wonder and bedazzlement and all things that are beautiful, Gabri. I love you so much. Thomas Burnett, always great to have you on the show. Ray again. Guys are great. The olive oil shit is important. It's all important. All that's good. Let's let this guy go to sleep because he's been celebrating all day long, all night long. Go over there, like and subscribe to the Iron Bashers, because I know at the end of the day, you're all great people and you don't really give a shit about the bad. And if you meet people who are not so nice, just fuck them. Who cares? You know what? Just be good to the good people, and everybody else is a cunt.